Check, check, 1, 2, check, check. Alright, we'll be switching over here in just 1 second. Making sure everything's all set up good. Gotta get my headset on, all that lovely stuff. Hey everybody, good to see you once again. We're back at it with some more Outer Wilds today. Just kind of headset kind of feels weird on the head sometimes with like the hat on, but we're all good. So, anywho, let's see here. Doesn't look like we got any drop frames, but it does look like the bitrate's kind of jumping around today. So if you ever notice anything weird going on, just let me know. We'll try to get that fixed right away. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the Outer Wilds once again. See if we can actually figure out like some of these question marks that we've been trying to get to. Just making sure my one chat's also switched over on for YouTube. And we are good to go. But yeah, good to see you, Junico. Good to see you, Shakafon Dingleberry, and also Psycho Jr. Hope you're all having a great day today. I did add in a new redemption thing for Twitch where it says Husky Boys, but I totally forgot about this. There's this one show or movie that I saw at my one friend Jay's a long time ago, and it was like I forgot, it was like I don't even remember. It was like something. It was some kind of weird, goofy show with like this demon, and I named it Husky Boys because all of a sudden it just goes, "I do not care for the Husky Boys," and then he just goes and he opens up a book and he looks at a bunch of Husky Boys. He's like, "Or do
I
I?"
do not care for hunky boys. Or do
Yeah, see that one right there. Then I was just like, you know what? We'll go from there. Also, how was the volume when you did the redemption? On my end, it was a little bit low, but I know sometimes it could be high for everybody else, but low for me. So, kind of all depends. Go ahead and hit that resume. Expedition 2, quiet. Okay, so it's always the one thing that kind of stinks is like some point redemptions are really good, some are like super low. So I'm gonna go adjust that really quick. Only take a second because we got a whole bunch of puzzles waiting for us anyway. So channel point, Husky Boys. What do we got? There we go. No,
You are not prepared.
it's true. I'm definitely not prepared at all. All right, we're going to kick this one up all the way to 83%. Hopefully the Husky Boys won't be too ridiculously loud. We'll find out soon enough. And I think that should be fine. It might take a second for it to kind of adjust it, but can't hear it over the music. Well, now it's especially like louder, so almost 40% louder. So we got to go from there. All right. But anywho, yeah, we're back at it with some more Outer Wilds today. I I still can't tell if we're close to the end or not. I think we're kind of getting there. It's hard to tell. Like, let's go ahead and check out our little manual here. Yeah, see, we got to the vessel last time, which also it's not gonna let me do that. The one pain in the butt thing about like having two chats is doesn't always load up the YouTube chats with me at the same time. But anywho, yeah, look at that. We've got a lot discovered. We've done a lot in the game so far. But there's still a couple of things that we haven't fully gone through and figured out yet. One being the Ash Twin project. It looks like we still got to get to the Sun Station. Let's see. Also Black Hole Forge, Hanging City. We also got the vessel. Which surprisingly enough, it looks like we might be okay with the vessel. I'm not 100% sure. Where did we find it? Right here. Yeah, it looks like most things are kind of gone through, but I know that there's still a puzzle inside there where we have to.
For hunky boys.
I'm curious. One sec. It still sounds a little bit low, but I'm gonna give it some more time just to make sure that see if it adjusts or not because There have been plenty of times where all of a sudden something's super low, it takes like 10 minutes to all of a sudden get loud, and then kind of go from there. So, worst comes to worst, I just turn it up louder, we go from that. But, yeah, like I was kind of saying though, we found the vessel last time, and I know that there's still a puzzle that's inside there because we found like a destroyed warp core. There's this one energy thing that we had to like try to do shapes with, but I wasn't quite sure what the shapes were doing, and we're trying to figure that out, but it wasn't quite clicking with me. But I'm surprised it's not saying that there's more to discover here. Maybe I got to go discover stuff in other areas. So what I'm going to say is we're going to wait for the vessel right now. We'll keep it in the back of our mind. Return back to it at one point. But maybe let's go check out some of these other things. Like, I can't get to the sun station yet. I have a feeling the sun station's probably going to link up with the Ash Twins or whatever the heck they are. That's just what I'm calling them. I don't know if that's actually what they are, but like the two planets and that are connected with the sand. And I think the one is probably going to be like with the teleportation stuff, because we haven't really done anything with the teleportation yet. Also, I'm just kind of adjusting my little handlebars that I have here too, because I've been playing Crimson Desert, but that's with the controller. I like to keep my hands down low when I'm using a controller, but when I have my computer, I want them out wide. But yeah, I don't know. And there's one thing that I haven't figured out yet either, is the launch module thing. But I kind of have a feeling that either there's something that I'm not finding in the launch module area itself, or it has to do with the little satellite that's kind of floating through space, which we've tried following it before. Haven't really figured out what to do with that. So what I'll say is we'll keep the vessel and that weird blue satellite off to the side for right now. Let's go check out some other things, including, let's see, what do we got here? This one is shelter site, which I'm surprised the shelter site is not really showing. Oh, escape pod 1. Where is escape pod 1? Because I thought we already did that. Nomai survivors who crashed on Brittle Hollow climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface. Okay, so that's on Brittle Hollow. Which, Brittle Hollow... Oh, so there's a lot of things on Brittle Hollow that we gotta go through, which I thought we already did stuff with that. But I'll say two things that I want to try to tackle right now. I want to get back to the high energy lab, try to figure out what's missing from there, because we still have apparently information to figure out there, and stuff on Brittle Hollow. So let's go to Brittle Hollow first, see what we can kind of figure out, maybe hit the shelter site here, check out the Hanging City some more, try to get to the Black Hole Forge, and then if there's nothing that we can do from that, we'll go over to the high energy lab and just kind of tackle it from there and try to get all the question marks that we can. Personally, I think that should be pretty good progress. I mean, like I said, we definitely have figured out a lot of stuff in this game so far. We figured out how to get to the moon and everything. We've got a lot of information that, like, including the vessel stuff and everything. So, personally, I'm pretty happy with the progress we've been making. All right. And we'll go ahead and do the autopilot. Last time, too, that we're using the controller. Actually, it didn't feel too bad. I think I probably would have preferred the controller if I started out with that, but I'm just so deep right now into the game of using the mouse and keyboard. I'm just going to continue using the mouse and keyboard. It's a little bit of stubbornness, but at the same time, just because I'm so familiar with it now at this point, so. Alright. No. I think that's actually the shuttle thing that right there. And it could just be as simple as I haven't scanned what I need to scan from here, because I'm pretty sure I already went through this. Yeah, we got our lovely little stairs that I'm pretty sure we went down the stairs too, but okay. Ow. Alright, you know what, we're just gonna plop there. That's fine. Got our spacesuit. Time for some action. Now, hopefully I don't get my controls mixed up either, because I've been playing so much Crimson Desert. And that, let me tell you, if you like sandbox RPGs, I know some people have mixed reception to it, but other people are loving it. I'm one of the people that are loving it so far. Because the more and more that I play, the more systems open up and the more things I could do, and it's just been a blast. I've played way too much of that game. It's to the point where it's just like, if I have any free time, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, you know what? Let's go ahead and try to play some more Crimson Desert. Actually, on top of it too, I want to make sure, let's take this out, because I've noticed a lot of things will have question marks for stuff. But it's also because I haven't scanned, like, sound. Which I probably should start scanning the sounds a little bit more. I'm also positive that I did all of these, but I'm going to go and just double check to make sure. Yeah, these are the flight logs that we went through. Scan that up top there. I wonder what exactly I missed. Okay. You know what it is, too? I probably ended up falling down to the bottom of this. Yeah, we already saw the use caution and everything. Sometimes there could just be, like, some writing off to the side that we ended up missing. But I think last time I was here, I ended up landing on one of these. And it took me down to the black hole because I just had a bad landing and it fell all the way down. So, a little bit of pain, but it must be done. Alright. I think we scanned this, but let me double check. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we have found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Alright. Ooh. I don't think I've actually gone over that way before, because that's looking... Oh, and stuff is happening there. If I'm going to want to take it, I'm probably going to want to take it soon, because... explosions and such. Oh, there's a shiny thing over there, too. There's too many things that I want to check over here. Alright. Given concerns about our settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond.
Don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive.
This is a wise point, Bloom, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do.
I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use the gravity crystals to craft a stable path?
Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Alright. Okay, so we got some explosions over there. I really want to go that way, but there is a little eye thing over there. I'm gonna go check out the eye. There's space. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this first. Might not be smart, but I'm gonna do it. Because I see a lot of explosions kind of happening over there, and I'm not sure how long this path is gonna last. So we're gonna hope for the best. Alright, what do we got? Is that a little path over there? And who knows, at this point, like, maybe the information is not going to be relevant that we're going through here, but I still want to knock out those question marks just in case, because there's something that we're missing. We ended up getting to the Quantum Moon, figuring out all that information and everything, got to the 6th location, talked to the person there. The thing is, it's just, I'm not quite 100% sure what to do past that point. So that's why we're going to knock out all the question marks, just to make sure that we have all the information that we need. Also, on top of it, we haven't gone to that someplace just yet. It's a really cool little path. I'm a sucker for bright colors and just, like, nice looking backgrounds and everything. There's even sometimes in games where all of a sudden there'll be certain colors and everything, or just like certain shades of blue and stuff, and I just kind of think to myself, I'm like, oh man, I could sit here for at least about 5 minutes staring at this one color. Oh, am I in the Hanging City? Or am I somewhere else? Okay, well, that's the one cool thing about this game, is that no matter what, when you go through, you think you might be hitting the end at some point, and then all of a sudden you just got so much more things that you haven't discovered yet, and you're just going through and you're like, man, I have no clue where the end is going to be in sight. Yeah, take out our camera. Let's pop out this bad boy. Okay, so this is Danger City over here. I can't quite go through there just yet. I might be able to go off the side or something. Oh, there's something all the way down there. Is that the... I think that's the cannon that we've been to before. Alright, what if we did a little hopscotch up here? Oh, should probably be careful with the hopscotch, otherwise I'm going to probably die. This might be stupid, but I'm doing it. Take that. Outsmarted. I mean, probably not really. It was a really basic thing, but still. Okay, what do we got going on here? Also, how's it going, Animal? Good to see you. Hello, Purple. That's so true. Man, JJK is just so good. I love it. Oh, danger. Ghost matter nearby. Oh, ho, ho. We got a little beam of light that does little teleports here. Okay, let's see. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. Okay, we've got trees. I feel like I might have been in this section already. I am not sure. Also, let me tell you too, like, because I'm a big anime and manga fan, right? I've been watching Fate/Stay Night, and I'm on episode, I think I just finished episode 9. And that show has been absolutely fantastic. The fights have been just on par and everything. It's just like, I love it. It's been great. Lami.
Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget the festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too. Like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. A single festival could last a long, long time.
Okay, well, festivals. Alright, we're gonna pop that bad boy out. Let's see what this one is over here. More information about festivals. Am I about to get flavor blasted by just a giant meteor? I don't know. Got it. Oh, Solanum.
Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it has cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger, until one day, the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Kanoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in somebody else's, someday.
And that's true. Always scary to think about those things, but hey, stuff happens. Oh dear. Well, at least that's some additional information that we haven't gotten yet. There's stuff over there too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to glide that far without dying. Maybe? Oh, there's a little pathway over there too. You know what? We're going to try to do a pro gamer move and not die a horrible, terrible death onto a pathway. Okay, we did it. I know, it's not very much of a pro gamer move, but I just wanted to make myself feel better about making the leap. Ooh, ooh. Well, these things are looking fancy. Okay. What do we got here? Black Hole Forge District. Ice Shrine District. Meltwater District. School District. Yeah, I haven't hit any of them yet. We've got a couple of thingies. Really telling me exactly what all of them are, but we're gonna do this anyways. Let's see. Oh dang. This is gonna be a really big area. I think this is the Hanging City. Black Hole Forge controls. Ooh, I do like Black Hole Forges and controls. But how has everybody been out there today while I'm trying to figure out puzzles? Have you been watching any good shows, playing any new video games, been playing video games you told me about before, but you're like, whoa, this game has been really cool? Well, that certainly did something. Interesting. I like holes too, and being in control. How's it going, Terminator? Oh, man. I love it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I mean, we might be talking about different holes here, but you know, as long as you do what you love, that's all that matters in the end. Okay, let's go and see what we got over here. We got some twists and turns. There's just so much in this one section, and there's things that I'm trying to memorize in the paths that I'm taking. But like, it's gonna be very easy to get lost here. Good thing we've got a computer telling us the things that we did. Watching Vinland Saga Season 2. Ooh. Well, strap in, buddy. I personally really like Vinland Saga Season 2. It does go a little bit slow at first, but personally, I think it's really good. So, I hope you enjoy. Oh, there's more information over there. And surprisingly, the black hole station control thing or whatever had a suspiciously lack of black holes. I know there's a giant one down there, and it's very big and gaping, but, oh, actually, really? Yes, okay. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we do not yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt to express it at expressing itself. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? Wow, okay, English today. Yeah, right. Of note, from the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I would love to just have a giant cosmic library to go through. Be welcome in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observe the eye signal in our travels and follow it to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have all chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Okay, well, I'm ready to open my mind. Unfortunately, I think they open their minds a little bit too much, but let's see. Okay, these stairs keep going up. I feel like we've already been in this little part right here. Yeah, we definitely jumped down over there. Our fuel is about halfway, so it's nothing too terrible. What do we got over here? Anything that I might have possibly missed? Just doing a little bit of a jump to make sure that there's nothing like down below. Because ideally I would like to start from one location and just kind of keep moving up. Which maybe... is that something over there? The thing is, it's just we kind of got like a couple of time limits going against us right now, right? Like the time limit of us just kind of dying due to the whole entire sun blowing up and everything. And then also the time limit of the planet just falling apart. So yeah. So how's it going, Mountain Dewberg? I hope you're doing great today. Also, I hope the new job has been working out for you well there, buddy. Okay, what do we got? Good thing we jumped down. Okay, more recording.
Cassava. Imagine it's been hard on Poke, again. This in turn means I have made things difficult for her sister, Clary.
Switch. There we go.
If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us feel a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke.
I'm not going to ask what kind of shaking. We're just going to move on.
Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke.
Kid's been sick all day, had to take off of work and take care of him. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope little Griff ends up feeling better. It's definitely not fun to have a sick child. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have a kid myself, but, you know. Still, either way. Hope things kind of work out. Pop over here. And also, in turn, obviously, I hope you and the fam doesn't get sick either, because that's always got to be a pain in the butt. Okay. So there's a thingy over there. Oh, wait. There's more than a thingy over there. How am I think I've been there before. Problem is that... Okay, never mind. You know what? We should be good. I think we can take this over. And we can't take that over. I know there's a teleporter there. And I think it was involving... Was it the high energy lab when we went? There's definitely a way to get... Okay, we're good. We're good. There's a 10 stream streak. Thank you, buddy. You're the bestest. Thank you so much. I love it when everybody has stream streaks and stuff like that. It's just, thanks for putting in the time and watching and everything. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all enjoy the content and stuff. Oh dear. Okay, we're okay. The problem is... This is broken, right? You can kind of do a little bit of platforming. I don't think this is what's intended. Definitely was not what was intended. So maybe I do have to take the teleporter over to there. But the only problem is that I know how to take the teleporter for one, but I don't know how to get this back up unless I use the teleporter. That clearly is something that's going to be important. Huh. Think emoji. Yeah, that did something. I've got an idea. Let's go back down to the black hole control. I don't know why, just the combination of words. Black hole control. Me and my immature mind, I love it. And I'm almost out of fuel. Okay, so this could be... Oh, there's even more to read. There is so much in this place. And there's water. Whoa. Okay. The Ash Twins project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. But how should we obtain it? I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the informational source. Please, tell me. I don't think this is going to change if I take this out and put somewhere else, but we're going to try it anyways. Okay, I didn't think so. Hello. I am here for information. Ooh, thank you for the information. Do we have anything else over here that we could casually pick up? And yes, we do. Okay, plop you down.
Feels strange, trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice. And for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care, not his. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably. But what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best. And as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're still both. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my mentor, and deeply. Okay, well, we've got this. I don't know how much, and I'm surprised I didn't break my legs falling down. Alright, what we got? Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall that was present when the vessel crashed, said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for this risk.
Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there is little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage.
Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we are able to transport it back here. That would require a return to the Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there.
My mentor Chorus and his mentor once discovered and studied anglerfish fossils on Ember Twin. Use that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely.
I remember the anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children.
What Mallory and I learned from the fossils would theoretically help us avoid the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Okay, so we got some more info there. But they're talking about the fish. We already did the stuff with the fish. We were able to get to the vessel. So that's what I mean. Some of the information might not be as important anymore. But we still need to discover and get those question marks out of the way. And who knows? I mean, maybe it will still kind of pop up and there's like little bits and pieces that we got to return to a planet and do something. You never know. Oh, this looks fancy. Okay, so that goes
I
up.
do not care for hunky
That goes down.
boys.
Hey Jesse, how's it going? So it sounds like the Hunky Boys is still kind of low, unfortunately. So I might have to try to turn up the Hunky Boys. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna have the right choice of words for certain things, but we will get the Hunky Boys up and working, okay? And also, I will do a shout out for you here in a second too. Oh, I am outside and there is water. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Oh dear. Turn up them Hunky Boys. Indeed, I will. I hope you have a good day today, Jesse. How's it going? Oh dear, and we're out of fuel. We're out of fuel. The Hunky Boys are low. And I'm about to die. Yeah. That sun's about to blow up. There's still quite a bit that we gotta go ahead and discover on this planet. Oh dear, oh my. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit escape. We're gonna meditate until next loop here in a second. I'm gonna do a shout out for Jesse. I'm gonna turn up the Hunky Boys. And then while I turn up the Hunky Boys, check out, I'm gonna try, hopefully I'm poking in the right way. Check out this clip right here. Chat. Right here. I don't know if that's the right one. I might be poking somewhere wrong, but enjoy.
Ich habe ja oftmals schon gepostet und werde es auch heute wieder posten. Ich bin systemrelevant. Ich bin da systemrelevant. Ich bin da systemrelevant.
That's fun.
This is team shit. Well, I mean, they must have moved them there in the first.
I love it. All I hear in the background while I'm trying to turn up the Hunky Boys is just clicking my mouth. But yeah, if anybody has never checked out Jesse, please go check out Jesse. They're an excellent streamer. Go give them a follow. I love their content. You will not regret it. They play many great games. They have an awesome personality. Just do it. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and meditate until the next loop. Go back to this planet. Go back down the stairs. Find the little eye thing that we wanted to go and check out, and just kind of get all the information and stuff. And thank you. Yeah, no problem at all. I finally conquered myself a chonky cat in Crimson Desert. Yeah, I saw the picture. That is the chunkiest cat I've ever seen in my life, and I love everything about it. And also the attire that you ended up picking out for them. I kind of want to steal your cat, but I'm not going to because I got to be a decent person. But it still looked majestic. I want to get a new pet in my game for myself, too, because I have just the basic dog that they gave me, and I mean, the doggo's cool. But I want a different doggo. I want a really cool doggo that I could just put in a bunch of armor and then we could go slay things together. I wanted to buy all the cat armor, but I didn't have enough money. So there's actually a pretty decent way to make money, and it's scary at first. But Duos, the card game. Hold on, let me find my planet here, because a lot of times these are essence of the moment here. Duos. So the more people at the table, the better. And there's the actual telltale thing for it. Like, they tell you what your cards are, and you can always see, like, what's going to be higher just by holding the button and then, like, going from there. But the reason why it's good money is because you can tell when people are cheating. And I'll just give you a little hint with it here. And by hint, I mean I'm going to tell you what they do. When other people are dealing, they have their hands down like this, and they pull out, and they go and they deliver. But when they cheat, they clearly show their hand with their thumb up, looking at them, and then they put it out. And then if you accuse them of cheating, everybody at the table gets a bunch of space cash, and it's just really cool. And then you get, like, silver galore. It's great. Hey, Osteraptor, good to see you. I'm glad the fire alarm is working. Oh, dear. I love it every single time. Okay, we're back at our lovely little base thingy here, the escape pod. We're going to go back down, try to find the star, research the stuff on the star right there, which I think is just the symbol for the eye. And then, maybe get back down to the black hole core? I don't know, what information do we have? Is it going to tell us more about the black hole core? I haven't even made it to the card game yet. Technically, you actually have. The first main city that you've gone into that you're looking for the portal, there's, like, these weird, like, little plates or whatever that are yellow plates. If you go inside the tavern and then go upstairs, the card game's right there. You just go over to the table and you can play duos. So there will be a quest that brings you there with the Greymanes, but technically you could start if you wanted to. All right, what do we get? So we did get the Hanging City. There's more to explore. And what are you? The Old Settlement. Okay, so there's more in the Old Settlement that we have not figured out yet. And technically, I thought we messed with the Black Hole Forge, but we only messed with the controls of the Black Hole Forge, so apparently I haven't mastered the hole yet. So we'll have to go back down there, fiddle around with the hole some more, and then try to see if we can reach it. I don't know. It'll be difficult, but I think we can do it. Yeah. Oh, where you arm wrestled that guy? Yes, you just go upstairs, and then there's a gambling den upstairs for you. And also with those mini games too, a couple of them might be bugged, or you might have to get to a certain point in the story. But if you ever do them, technically what you want to do is you want to win 3 games and then do 1 more game after that. So, like, take arm wrestling. Win 3 arm wrestling games and then do 1 more after that, and a champion will appear, and usually it'll give you something for beating the champion. So, yes. I played too much Crimson Desert. I gotta force myself not to give a bunch of tips and hints with it, because I'm going full nerd mode, and I could probably just spend hours just going into all the freaking systems that they have going on with that game. I'm just addicted. Okay, here we go. Going down the hole. Almost there. So there should be at the bottom of this path, yeah, right over there, an eye. And I wanted to go and do some research over here. We will have to go down the cool little, like, crystal path. Like, this is what I mean by me getting hypnotized by colors sometimes. If I see shiny, like, lights, like this purple or certain blues and everything, there's just times where if, like, I'm playing that's not in stream or something, I could just sit here and be like, yeah, that's pretty. That's cool. And just not do anything for a couple of minutes. I don't know. My mind's weird. Okay, what do we get? So this is what I wanted to go and check out last time. I think there's a lot more around here. Hopefully the floor doesn't give out. Okay, what do we have? Thatch. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel.
The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nobai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself?
Imagine what a rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We might find this eye of the universe. I don't know. But this thing's all like colorful, like I can research it, but I can't. I don't know why. Oh, look, a little dino. The dino's one of our older emotes and everything that we have on the channel. I'm kind of almost tempted to replace the dino with something else because like I like just constantly having new, fresh emotes going in and out. But at the same time, I love the dino. So maybe I gotta replace the cowboy dino with a different dino. I don't know. Never mind. It's all over the place. Oh my goodness, I have 102k pancakes. Time for a game redemption. I mean, you could if there's a game that you want me to play. The only thing I would say is maybe try not to like break bank and choose like, oh, you have to play Star Citizen and buy all of its vessels and be $100,000 in debt. Yeah, don't do that. But go ahead and pick whatever game you want or whatever you're feeling, and then we'll play that for a stream. We've actually had a couple of game redemptions for that so far too. We've had Sega The Lion King, which a lot of people got a blast out of that. And then we also had Control, I believe. Or was it Control or was it Silent Hill 2? It was one of those. There's so many twists and turns, I don't know what to do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, and there's crystals over here. Oh dear. Another maybe dumb question. Here, I'm gonna hit escape on this just in case because I don't want to end up like falling off the edge. I've noticed my Crimson Desert streams are super low res. Is that an encoding issue in OBS? It looks fine on my screen and I don't have any frame drops according to OBS, and 250 millibytes per second upload. So the thing is, like, typically I don't think you have any issue when you're playing other games, right? Like, this is the first time you're encountering that problem. The only thing I would say is just make sure that you don't have the thing in OBS, which is, I think it's like, what is it, the fluctuating frame rate thing. I think it's like dynamic bit rate or whatever. Make sure that's not enabled, because usually that can end up lowering stuff. But the only other thing is it other people that are having the issue, or are you just noticing it on your end? Because maybe certain settings are set up to where all of a sudden, like, the internet on somebody's end isn't as good or whatever. Because I don't think you've ever had an issue, so let me double check to make sure. Given the concerns about that, I don't know if we've read this one. I'm gonna read this out loud just to be... Oh, wait. No, we definitely did read this one because we ended up going that way. There's stuff down below there. And I'll reply to, like, any other chat things here in just a second. I just want to double check. I think we did everything up there. We went up there. We checked some stuff. We're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Stuff. And then we went over here. I don't know. Did we go down the hole? Well, let's go down the hole. Because I believe we tried checking out some of the things over here before, too. We're going further down the hole. Okay, here. I'm gonna hit escape. We're gonna check chat again really quick. Junico, the Queen of Pancakes. It used to happen with some PS games, Assassin's Creed Shadow, but that was back when I was still on Wi-Fi. I just noticed that when I checked the VOD, I wanted to clip something, but it was just a bunch of pixels. Okay, got you. So, yeah, I've had issues with that before, but it could be completely different problems. Like I said, the biggest thing is to just double check if you're using OBS, go into your settings, and there should be an option for one of them. Just make sure that you don't have dynamic bitrate. Dynamic bitrate will definitely go and give you issues sometimes, because what it does is that essentially it fluctuates with your bitrate, and if you don't always have it consistently 24/7, then that could go up and down. Also, double check your OBS settings to make sure that you are using, I believe it's just constant bitrate for your streams too. Typically, I think a lot of people use that, but constant bitrate will just make sure that's always trying to hit that like certain bitrate that you're trying to do. So if you're doing 6K, it'll try to keep it at 6K. Even with dynamic bitrate though and constant bitrate together, dynamic bitrate will still have it fluctuate. So that's one that you definitely want to check with that though. Or rather uncheck if it's checked. Exactly, yeah. Because that's probably going to give you the most issues with that. I'm not really too sure what else could possibly be causing it outside of there. Usually, as long as you have constant bitrate in that, it should be good. But if you have any other issue, if it's still giving you issues and you still have that checked, I'll check after stream to see if I can find out some more information, because like I said, I think I used to have a little bit of problems with it. Well, I'll just go through OBS, I'll double check my settings, and then if I find anything, I'll give you a heads up. But yeah, hope for the best. Okay, what do we got here? Must streak. Oh no, Ardok lost a streak, but that's okay because I appreciate it, because you're back to a 3 streak, so thank you so much. Yeah, we'll read this here in a second. I'm just going to catch up on chat really quick. Okay, shouldn't you be in a truck somewhere in Europe? Nice. Oh dear. Shouldn't you be at the back of my truck somewhere in Europe? Oh damn. Man, just right back at you. Very good, Jesse. Okay, Kosa. How am I gonna voice Kosa? I don't know. We're gonna pick a random one.
We can hear the other escape pods' distress signals, which gives me hope. Folly, are you still here? I am unsure how you survived in this place without you. I am unsure how to be me without you. Oh.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. That stinks. Sad things are sad. Okay, I don't believe we went and took a gander over here. What have we got? Okay, so we've got a weird ship thingy. Ship thingy is receiving a signal from the eye. Ship thingy got captured by the vines, which I think is probably that place with the fish. Ship thingy is now sealed within the vines. Oh, that's the vessel, I bet you, isn't it? And then there's 3 things shooting out from the ship thingy. Those are the safety pods, but I think we only found 2 of the safety pods. Oh, no. No. You're not allowed to go down. I had to check you. Oh, and it's gone. Okay, we should probably read this really quick before the rest of it goes.
I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Winona. And I checked before the warp, and the warp and the navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go.
Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination.
I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think all of you should be afraid for all of you, because at this point, I've only seen 1 surviving Nomai. The rest of you are skeletons, or dead bodies. Or both? Yeah. I'll be on a plane to Europe next week, actually. Good luck. I hope you have safe trips and everything. Go visit a castle for me, even though that's probably not what you're going for. But you know what? I love castles, and I know Germany has a lot of cool ones, so yeah.
Plume, the pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, but I would give anything not to know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keck, wherever you are.
Okay, well, this city's getting really depressing. What the hell? You know, the problem is, too, a lot of things fell apart, and this is the only one left, and I don't know if there's more for me to kind of look at over here. It's ever-changing. It's hard to keep up. I only have 60 seconds of oxygen. Life is rough. Where do I go? Partially survives Nomai, actually. Oh yeah, that is true, because they said they're not quite sure if they're alive or dead. And they're, yeah, I don't feel good for the Nomai. I feel really bad. We did read all this, but I'm going to double check just to make sure, because I don't want to have any random missing information just in case, but I'm positive we already had that. Problem is, a lot of this ended up falling apart. I'm gonna have to, we're just gonna have to meditate until next loop, try to power rush through some of that, get to the parts that we think we didn't hit to make sure that we can go ahead and get the information that we can, then proceed from there, because we got to go through there, we got to go through the left path, go through the little crystals and everything. I'm very, like, handsy with my hand motions today, just trying to show off stuff. I don't know why. That's just today. We're going with it. I don't know. Gabagool, yes. But, there's a few things that we got to do in this planet. And then on top of it, I think we still got to get back to the high energy lab. Try to figure out stuff in the high energy lab. And then take a portal over to the Hanging City. And then try to find out a little bit more information there, because we didn't get everything with that either. So, yeah. Who would have thought that you gotta do a lot of planning when exploring the whole entire solar system? It's wild. Oop. And, oh, no, no, no. That's autopilot bad. Autopilot bad. No. Okay. I thought it was just gonna start flying me over there, but instead we ended up crashing back down into our planet. Let's not do that again. Okay. If you're talking about Solarium, yeah, I definitely was talking about Solarium. So if I wake up in a cargo hold of the plane, I know why. What does Jeff Goldblum have to do with Ardok waking up in a cargo plane? You know what? I don't even care. Let it happen. Go ahead, Jeff. Do your thing. I believe in you. All of a sudden, I just see Arnok tied up in a cargo plane. He's just trying. He's like, and just Jeff's gone. Life finds a way, and then he leaves. Okay, I believe we have gone into there already. Yes, we have. That was for the whole the astral moon, or the quantum moon. Get them mixed up sometimes, but that's okay. And then, yes, we gotta find our cool little shuttle boy. There's our shuttle boy. I mean, technically, I probably don't have to go to the shuttle each and every time. But it's just easier that way because it puts me right smack dab where I gotta go and do things. Okay, we got our spaceship. Or, not our spaceship, our lovely spacesuit. Ow. Okay, I did it a little bit too well and I ended up crashing into the... Ouchie. Okay. Oh no, where's my game? There we go. Oh. Okay, here we go. It'd be like a speed runner, but without the speed. And only a brisk jog. Okay, so here we go. We went through this little section. Lovely. I don't think we really have to go up, so we should be good there. Let's do a little hop, skip. Oh, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, not uh-oh. We're good. It's one of those things where all of a sudden everything's normal. Guys start screaming out loud and then everything's good again, so it's just back to normal. I was scared. I did not want to go in that black hole. Okay. So here's our nice little sections that we're at. Pro Gamer Descent, thank you. I would love to say that it was all me, 100% skill, but let's be real, it was 20% intent, 80% just dumb luck at that point. Okay. Anything up here? Oh, did we read you already? Okay, so yeah, we already read you. I must find all the information. No silly little secrets allowed. Okay, I feel like we've done this one already. Okay, maybe we haven't done this one.
Is that the hardest part of this tragedy, not knowing who we may have lost? Or will be the hardest part come later, when we learn? Be well, Aunt Malloy.
I mean, I don't know what's sadder, going and seeing all the dead bodies or reading the text on the wall, having people know that people have died, and then saying their farewells and goodbyes. Both are equally heartbreaking at that point. Okay, we did a little bit of a loop around. So maybe we did find everything in this one section. We should be good. That's got a tree over there. You know what? I need my oxygen back just in case if we're going to be making a long trip here. Okay. What do we got over here? I don't know if we'll have enough time for it, but we're going to try it anyways. Because I don't exactly want to restart just yet. Let's see if we can take a little fancy path here. Okay, we're not by the fancy path. Sometimes the jetpack gliding motion in this game is giving me Cyberpunk 2077 vibes. And you might say, well, that is a vastly different game. Yes, you are 100% correct. But there are times in that game when you upgrade your character to where you can have like this double jump feature and this dash feature and everything. And the reason why I'm getting the vibes from it is because I'm just moving around super quick, zipping around and everything. And they're both equally fun and I love it. Okay, so back to the Higgins City. Now the real okay. I was gonna say maybe the real question is going to the black hole thing and manipulating stuff around. That might be the only thing that we probably can do. I thought there was something else that I had to go and check out too. But black hole thing is probably going to be the more important thing to do. Okay. Beautiful. I'd love to do some glides over here too. The only problem is I gotta be very careful doing this because if I just do it a little bit too much, I'm falling to my death. Or, I don't know, ascending to my death. At this point, everything's like up, down, left, right, center. I can't keep track. There's a lot. It hurts my brain. Oh, that's true. Did we explore everything over here? I think we did. There's stuff. There's the black hole. There's other... Oh, there's the machine. I wonder... We might be able to do some... fancy hardcore parkour. What do you think? Try to go over to the black hole, trigger it, and then... try to parkour? Did you hear Mappa is doing a new Berserk anime? I did not hear that. Are we 100% certain that they are doing that? Because that would be cool. If they actually do the whole entire freaking series. But send me links. I need to know. Oh, this is probably not the way to go. I mean, it probably is a way to go that I gotta go and figure out stuff, but it's not what I want to do just yet. Okay. I Shrine, Meltwater District, Black Hole Forge. Okay, maybe the Black Hole Forge thing was down. I thought I went up for the Black Hole Forge, but maybe I didn't. Okay, we got our stuff here. I definitely... I did something. I messed up something. I didn't mess up something, but I'm not remembering something. It should be simple. It should have just been like, go into the hole, do the whole thing, and then we're good. Okay. It's everywhere right now, I will. Sweet! Yeah, Animal will actually like that a lot too, because Animal in chat has been reading Berserk recently. And if they actually come out with the anime being like legit top-notch, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there's something I'm missing here. I don't think we went over this way, but it's getting to be a little bit too late at this point. Black hole, where are you? I did read that. I went over there and I read some stuff about that. We've got some teleporties over here. I think we already checked out the teleporties. We went down there. We checked out some things. I think we should be okay with that section. Oh, there's a little sideway thing over there too. Oh dear, I am getting distracted by 10 million different things, which does not help my situation. God. Oh. Okay, maybe that's not what was intended. Ow. Okay. Landing on a broken leg feels great, everybody. 10 out of 10 would recommend not to do that. Yeah, I must have glossed over something on the first floor here, because I I had the black hole thing that I was messing around with before. How did I miss it? Was it... What are you? Have I done something with you yet? Okay. For a second I thought it might have been a secret tunnel, but it is not. Derp. Oh, was that what we did? No, it shouldn't have been. Sweet. Well, I mean, like... Thank you. I'll check it after stream. Just in case. Where is the black hole controls? I had you not long ago, except now I kind of feel like I'm in an area that I haven't explored yet. Ow. That almost was bad. Things are going down. For real. The only thing I could also think of is to maybe the black hole device ended up falling down already and we're a little bit too slow because we're doing a nice exploration extravaganza. There's always a possibility. There's death down there. Okay, fuel level critical. Yeah, we've been up here already. We messed around with that. There's the black hole thing. What? How did I miss that? How do I get there? What did I do last time? Yeah, that's on the second floor. What? Okay, we're good. How did I miss that? I don't... What is up with you today, mind? What is going on? I don't think this is quantum weirdness going on here. It's just I clearly missed it. It's big talk. I'm hoping it's true. It's all over Twitter right now, and you know me. I'm on volume 34. Very nice. Yeah, you got to be getting close to that too. I'm really excited for season 2 of Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro is really awesome. I'm too distracted. Oh yeah, me? Yeah, I definitely am too distracted. I do agree. Okay, so we got back down here. This is what we were gonna do last time. This is gonna activate it. That's gonna get moving. Let's see if we can just run up here. I don't know if I'm gonna make that fast enough. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe maybe it wasn't the energy labs that I had to go to. Maybe it was just Sand Planet. That might make a big difference. So I could do that. I don't think I can get back to my spaceship quick enough. I mean, ideally... Oh, wait. Actually, that's not a bad idea either. I think there is a way that last time we were able to get our spaceship in there without having to go all the way to the teleporter. So... there's another one of those things, too. I wonder if there's just something else that we didn't find with the reading. We already checked with the solution 2 there. I gotta test something out here. Actually, no, I can't. That probably won't work. We've got that right there. That is the hanging... or no, this is the section right here. So we've got a teleporter right here. We could probably find out how to get over to this little section. I think we could get our ship in here to where we could crash land right over there. That should be fine. The issue will be... no, because crash landing into that right away. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta do something without thinking about it, so let's go ahead and do it.
You are not prepared.
I am not prepared at all. You are correct on that one. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go and try to a phone. There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. So what I think we're gonna do is that we're just gonna go ahead and try it. Get in our ship. Try to fly over to the towers with the black hole thing. Activate the black hole thing. Get into our ship. Try to fly up to the upside down place. It was a little bit difficult last time, but it's doable. And if I get used to it enough, I think we can do it. Put our flashlight on. Let's go over. We got this. And then after we figure out the black hole stuff, which, I mean, this could just go... Oh, it did it again. I think I'm outside of the atmosphere. Everything's fine. I hit autopilot, and then my ship just says, no, you're going to crash. This is how it's going down. And did I have to restart? Probably not. But I don't feel like repairing my ship, so we're just gonna... We're gonna take it easy, make sure everything's okay. Okay, here we go. Buckle up. Alright. Maximum effort. We're putting everything together, though. We're making good progress. I'm feeling good about this. I'm starting to get the same feeling that I had when we're going through with the quantum moon and everything. Because I would say back when I was going through and I was jumping around planets, I was kind of hopelessly lost. Then we were starting to find information out about the quantum moon. We found out the information, got onto the quantum moon, got onto the 6th location. The same kind of happened right afterwards, where all of a sudden we're going through all of this here. And I was like, okay, I'm a little bit lost. I'm not quite sure what we're doing. But now that we're going through, we're finding out more information about, like, the black hole and everything. I'm starting, like, I'm at least putting stuff together, and I'm feeling good about it. So. Well, except for trying to get into the planet right now. That might be a little bit more difficult. But there's a way. We've done it. Tulhallo. Right there. We can probably just get in from this little crack right here. Maybe. We're gonna try it. If Han Solo could do it, I mean, I probably can't, but we're still gonna try it. Velocity match. Nope, 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 nope. Aha! Like a glove. A very poorly fitted glove. But a glove nevertheless. Alright. So we got down through there. There's our city. So we're checking stuff out. Oh, we gotta go over this way for that city, though. We went through there. Like, oh wow, look. Stuff. Ooh, this might be a little difficult. There's a lot of ice here. Okay, maybe not as difficult. So right through there. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We don't want to go through there yet. Hold on, hold on. I gotta try to get to the towers, which I think these are the towers right here. So ideally, so if we hold this, hold R, do a little twisty turn, and the way. Oh, okay, hold on, nope, no. Woo! All right. Dashing. I think we should be okay. Kinda. The problem is we gotta have our ship in a good spot so we could go and take off. Okay, yep. We're good. Is that landing? Are we landing? We're going somewhere, and oh no. Okay, woo! Use the force, Luke. I'm trying, but I feel like if I use the force any harder, I'm gonna force something else out right now. Oh dear. All right, let's try this then. Because I was able to crash land up top there before, right? But we might be okay if we can land it on one of these little side platforms. Like this, yeah. Okay. That's good. That's going to be the game plan. If we have to redo this again, we got to land it right there. Okay, and then once we get that, we're going to have to try to shoot straight up. And then we'll go and deal with the repercussions afterwards. Perfect upside down landing. Tries back there, thought. Exactly, yes. It always sounds better going through the head until all of a sudden you're just like, wow, this is not my brightest idea, but life finds a way. Okay, so that's going through. We're good. That's broken. Not as good. But spaceship good. Okay, put me in coach. There we go. Let's cover this. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Round 10 and a half. Ha! Look at that. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I don't know what my game plan is here. I don't know if I can really hop too much, but oh, nope. Okay, we can't really hop too much. This is gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure we've read this before too. Yeah, Black Hole Forge. We got to this location. I just don't think we actually activated the Black Hole Forge to this here. But well done. Good job, everybody. I'm glad that you sat with me through those trifling times. Okay, we've got some projection stones and also things to read. I don't know if we gotta pick up a projection stone. What do we get here? Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. Okay, yes. Alright. It gets a little bit trippy sometimes with everything going down, but we're okay for right now.
Where am I taking the first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready?
The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower's designs in the high-energy lab are on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yao, he is familiar with them.
All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clay, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin. Just make sure Yarrow receives it.
Of course you are. Right. Interesting. We got the projection stone, so we could probably mess around with that too.
Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twins, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? We don't need the alignment angle to be exact.
Oh, whoa, this spoke. Okay, never mind. They're both the same person for a moment. Just ignore that. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be written within 5 degrees of the astral body center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly 7 seconds. Okay. As such, any Nobai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation.
I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke.
She's happy. I think she really likes Poke, like a lot. Yes. So we got our next thing here. Already holding a scrap. Am I? I thought I dropped it. Come back here. I want to put you away. And drop you and pick you up. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, this is a big one.
Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower design. Namely, that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body.
Oh, that one jumped. Okay, they're jumping around a little bit.
I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together that they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them.
I feel like that's going to be important there. The Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Okay. Very interesting. We also have one of these heads here too. Oh, there's a turny turn thing here too. Okay, let's pick up the projection stone, try to go and do stuff with that. That's got to be important. And then it lights up. I mean, technically, I don't know if we really need to watch that in order to teleport. Maybe we do or something, but that might be important at some point. So there could be a chance that we're doing this all over again. We'll see. All right. Twins. I have good news. Oh, wait. We definitely read this before. Is it the same one every single time? Intrigue glove. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? Core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished. Yeah, we definitely have checked that out. What about you? I'm still not 100% sure what this here is trying to tell me. We've seen it a couple of times. We've got like little energy signals kind of going around and stuff. We also have not been in this location either. Which this is wild, just seeing like the universe kind of turn around and everything. We've got this going on here. Does say Ash Twins Project. Maybe that just means... Maybe that's where we're trying to get to right now. I think that might be, because that's one of our question marks, right? The Ash Twins Project. Huh. Okay, I don't know. Did we... This is the tower that we ended up going through last time, too. Okay, yep. That is not great. I did not want to do that. Okay, we're okay for right now. Should be fine. I don't know if we read this. Black Hole Forge, okay. That's where we were located. I don't want to take that because I think that's going to take me all the way down into the tower. I don't know. I don't know if this projection stone is something that I need to do something with. I'm really afraid to go down this hole. What does this say? Exit to surface. Okay, we are not taking that hole. Oakley dokley. Right. So we have these here. I know that they teleport me, I think, over to... Is it the Ash Twin Planet or whatever? It's that or the High Energy Lab. So let's try to get inside there. I'm still not quite sure if these projection stones are going to have any significance. And like, I know that from what I know so far, you put them on the wall, that's the communication things that are going back and forth, right? It's great. If you put them into the projection stone thing, they show you a different location, but I don't know if they just that whole entire, hey, we've got a different location here or whatever, right? I don't know if that's specifically just to show us what we can see eventually in the future, or if that's going to be something of relevance where all of a sudden it's just like, okay, well, we got to take these stones and maybe hop between all the planets and put all the stones in a certain order and then bam, or something like that, right? We did the gravity thing. Oh, actually, speaking of which, too, I want to do the teleport thing here. I don't know if the Hanging City is going to be falling anytime soon, but let's go into our weird little spaceship. We're going to hang on to that. When in doubt, check the computer, right? Okay, yeah, those murals are definitely going to be important there. They wouldn't just be showing them here for me for no reason. Okay, so, mural. A mural. Old settlement. Got the black hole forge, the alignment angle diagram. Oh, it's actually telling me something about that. A diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. Okay. So can I just stand on it? Like, I mean, we've been warped before just by standing on things, so maybe just by standing on it is totally fine. There could be a chance that we're possibly not aligned yet, too, because I'm not sure why I'm not teleporting back. Let's see. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. Okay. The warp receiver must be located on, or in close orbit around, the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close to each other they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twins, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. When we were on the vessel, there is a damaged warp core. So what I'm thinking is going to be one of two things. Either that warp core is important on the vessel, and we have to try to figure out how to repair it. Or maybe we find like a different warp core to put in there, and it ends up either that's a receiver for something, and then we got to teleport somewhere else, and then we need it for teleportation. I mean, that's kind of making a little bit more sense with the puzzle thing. I'm still not sure what the hexagon things are for, though. Where, like, when we had the giant tube with the ball in the middle, there's like the little hexagon things, and we had to make designs and stuff. I'm not sure what that's for, but it's kind of making a little sense here. I could be wrong. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but that's what I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together here with. You'll get it eventually? Okay. I mean, yeah, it might take me a little bit longer than some people, but that's the cool thing. Like, that's what I love about this game so far. It's just you have all this information here, and you might not know it right away, but you're putting all the pieces together like a little, puzzle and stuff, and eventually it'll just kind of all connect. It's That's cool. That's a really interesting concept. I like this game, and I like how they put everything together. It's very interesting. Okay. So now the question is, we did all of that with... Let me double check here really quick. Alright, so we actually found out a lot of stuff about Brittle Hollow. I'm not seeing anything else about additional information that we need. We got the stuff from the Hanging City. That's good. We got the stuff from... I'm still not sure what we got to do with these cannons yet either. I noticed that there's like multiple cannons in different areas. Maybe that's going to have play into us trying to get to the eye at one point. Because originally I thought that was what we needed in order to get to the Quantum Moon. But we could just go to the Quantum Moon ourselves. So that might end up being important at some point too. Let me read what the Black Hole Forge here too. So Warp Tower's alignment point is not its receiver. Astral Body. Warp receiver is located on a relevant astral body. Hourglass Twins. That's the thing that I keep seeing pop up too. The Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. So maybe we have to figure out how to teleport to that single alignment point for them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on the Ash Twins, while 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Let's go back out. Still have 2 question marks here. Just Sun Station and Ash Twins Project. We also have High Energy Lab has more to explore also, so there's only 3, well, technically 4 if we consider the launch module badly damaged. But I was going to leave that till later because I wasn't finding anything within the launch module. There's got to be something else. But there's only 3 things that we got to try to figure out here, which... Ash Twin Project, Sun Station, High Energy Lab. See what we got for Ash Twin Project here. We'll read through it and try to figure that. The central chamber inside the Ash Twins was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Okay. The Nomai planned to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of the Ash Twin. Okay. This is making a little bit more sense. So you know how I was talking about with the vessel and the warp core thing? I think that's the other thing that we... So maybe that's what we got to do. Maybe we go... Find our way into the Ash Twin Project, get this advanced warp core, bring it back over to the vessel, replace the broken warp core. I still don't understand what we're doing with the little hexagon puzzle thing, but I'm sure that we'll figure that out. But then maybe that teleports us over to the Sun Station? There's a way to safely travel to the Sun Station from Ash Twin. Okay, so... Maybe, yeah. The Nomai debated on building a Sun Station in order to power the Ash Twin Project. The Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. Alright, so we got to figure out what teleportation stuff now. Which... I'm thinking we got to figure out how to get to the central chamber of Ash Twin. How do I get to the central chamber of Ash Twin? Maybe that's where the high energy lab comes in. The Nomai discovered that they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. I feel like that's going to be important. So there's probably going to be more to it on top of it now. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy as well as an advanced warp core to handle those energies. Ash Twin was proposed as a location for the project. Okay, so that's changing up some of the things that I was thinking about there. Because now maybe I need to figure out, like, maybe the warp core is going to be important. I mean, but we still have that warp core thing there. Maybe we overcharge the warp core and put it inside that place, but maybe it's not for teleporting then? Or maybe it is. Just getting some water there. I think ultimately it doesn't really matter just yet. There's still more to explore. We got to get to the high energy lab. There's going to be information that we got to figure out there. We're trying to figure out how to get to the Ash Twin project, which might in turn lead to us going to the Sun Station. Or maybe I'm backwards or something like that. Because we got to try to overcharge this advanced warp core. There's some things here that are kind of leading off. I don't know if the arrows are important. Maybe the black hole forge is important for going into there. Warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver, rather a warp tower is always aligned with the center of the corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or the relative astral bodies. Hourglass twins are close to each other. Well, 6 warp receivers were being instructed. So let's go over to Sand Planet. I'm not sure if we'll be able to teleport to Sand Planet here because we're standing on there and nothing was happening. But we'll see if we go back. It might just take like a hot minute to get there, but we'll see. And then probably just start checking around with the teleporters to see what kind of happens. Maybe mess around with them. Because that's kind of like what we're getting into now. It's sounding like we have to basically teleport around in order to get our new information. I feel like I'm missing something somewhere, though. Like I'm overlooking some information. I'm not quite sure. There's got to be something that I'm missing. Because there's something that's not making sense yet. Like, there's things that are making sense. Like, I have a clear path of what I want to do. I want to get into the Ash Twin project to get that warp core. I don't know how to quite get into the Ash Twin project yet. They said that there's 6 different warp receivers, right? And I think that means that there's 1 for each planet. And I'm just kind of guesstimating that the Sun Tower is going to be a teleport thing that we need, right? Because we can't land on the the whole entire Sun Tower project. That thing is going way too fast. I mean, maybe I can masterfully land on it. I really haven't tried it yet, but it was just it seemed almost impossible to me. Am I missing something? I thought I should teleport back. Like, we were able to teleport to here. Good luck with the fish. I don't want to be impatient and run off too, because then like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, okay, well now you can go and teleport. Landing gear damaged. Is that all that's damaged? Because right now I exit ship to repair. I don't know if we can actually... No, come back here, Scout. I was just gonna go and take off and go over to the planet, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think our ship might be stuck. I think I might be stuck now too. Oh, jeez. I might not have thought this through. Okay, left. Oh, relook. Landing gear. Can we do it with this? Aha! Outsmarted, game. Take that. Okay, never mind. We're not... I didn't outsmart you. I'm sorry. Okay, let's try this again. Outsmarted? Oh. Possibly outsmarted? Come on. There we go. Okay, we did it. Whew. That was almost rough. Okay, so we got to get out of here. What do we do? Sun's looking extra spicy right now. Oh, the sun's looking super spicy. Maybe we wasted too much time trying to figure this out. Okay, well, we're going anyways. Here we go. We might not have enough time. Okay. Yeah, this... It might be a little rough trying to figure out what we gotta do to teleport. So the sand's still going. No, no, no. Okay. Not terrible. Yeah, so the sand's still going, so we might still be able to mess around with some stuff. We got our teleporters. Let's just kind of plop it down right here. See what we can do. Get that back. I'm not too worried about the ship at the moment because, well, we do be running out of time. What do we need to know about you, teleporters? Okay. How about this? Try not to die to the giant sandstorm because that's gonna suck if it does. Trying, we be thinking. Okay, so maybe these are just... This should be the teleporter thing, right? Drop Ash Twin Project Stone? I don't want to. Alright, so they said that once it's aligned, you should be able to teleport, right? What the heck was that? That was like a weird little, like, red dot or something like that. Okay. Just has to be within 5% of each other. I'm not sure which tower this is. Hopefully the sand's not going to take me out, but find out soon enough. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. No, I don't know what I should do. No, I don't know what I should do. Oh, hey, that's my ship right there. Alright, well, we're definitely not leaving now. I don't think we're planning on it to begin with, but good to know. I'm not sure what we did. Like, we definitely teleported to the Hanging City via one of these methods here. Just by, like, standing here and getting teleported. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, where did that take me? Okay, so we're on this planet. Translator. Departure time. arrival time. So yeah, it's very minuscule, but we do arrive. Warp, return warp status charge. Step on warp receiver platform to activate warp return. Yeah. Were they here before? Okay. So we can return almost immediately. I don't know if we wasted time or not. It feels like something... Feels like time definitely has passed by. Or maybe we're just waiting around a little bit too long. So we've got upper planet here. Or not upper planet, just upper deck. That's damage. We've got 2 teleporters here. I don't know why I'm carrying around this projection stone everywhere. It's just... It is what it is. I think at this point I'm trying out each of the teleporters to see what exactly it's gonna do. You gonna take me anywhere? No. So that makes sense though. Maybe it's a one-way trip. I have to come here in order to teleport. I can't take it the other way and go on the white platforms to teleport to here. Which makes sense why when we're in the Hanging City we couldn't go and go back. Except we ran out of time. So we're gonna die. But we're getting it. You're carrying a stone to honor the memory of the fallen Nomai. Exactly. Here we go. We'll go together, fallen Nomai. I'll see you soon. And then I won't because I'll be alive and you'll still be dead, but yes. Too bad I can't just like have a tribute armor running around. Just put all the projection stones on my body. I'll become the ultimate projection. Okay. So here's the downside. You gotta do some kind of teleporting, right? But we can't do teleporting while... I wonder if the problem is there's things that I want to test out and figure out, but I also don't want to be sitting around for, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes trying to wait for the sand to go through just to go and test out things. What am I gonna do? We'll do autopilot just to try to, hopefully we don't crash. Press F to pay respect. I'm hitting F, but it turned off my headlights. I don't know if that's the best form of respect, but they're off. I know it's from the Call of Duty thing. All I picture is now is the Call of Duty game. All of a sudden, pressed F to pay respects and just flashing a flashlight on the guy. What are you doing? I'm paying my respect. Okay, I'm turning the headlight back on. So they're saying that there is a single point between these two because they're so close together. Which is cool. I'm not sure what the importance is. What's not cool is there's a bunch of sand here. And I'm not quite sure what to do because... Yeah, that's a neat, but that's taking me out of Sand Planet. Maybe I try to go into the high energy labs in the meantime. It's the only thing I can kind of think of. But the problem is, if I want to get into the high energy labs, I can't kind of like fly around like this. Okay, think emoji. What am I gonna do, Venge? Maybe waiting won't be terrible. Oh boy. I'm at an impasse, everybody. There's a way to accelerate the sand. I totally would do it too. Can I shoot my ship into the sand planet and just have it lose all the sand out into the outer space? That would be pretty cool. So there's that. Which I think that's the way that we got to go and get into the high energy lab. If I remember correctly, we got to go down into the caverns, drop all the way down to the bottom, and it's basically a race against time in order to get into those things. It's been a hot minute since I've gone down there. I'm also not quite sure what exactly I missed from the high energy labs. So that's still leaking. Come on, leak faster. We'll set down. Good. Okay. Well, we got to kind of ponder anyways to how we're exactly going to do this. I know there's a way to break brittle hollow crust with ships smashing at it. Not sure if it works with the sand. Oh, I didn't know you could actually do that too with brittle hollow. That's pretty cool. I mean, which is surprising too with the amount of times that I've literally crashed into brittle hollow over and over again. Do it. When in doubt, throw yourself full speed at something and hope for the best. I mean, it wasn't exactly full speed, but it definitely was a speed. Can't do anything with that just yet. Okay, not quite yet. And that's another thing we can kind of do. We can mess around with that brittle hollow thing and just go charge full speed and see what happens, because things go into the black hole, right? So repair that. I don't believe we're going to be missing out on anything over at Sand Planet here. Alright, what do we got? The only other thing I could say of is that we could try landing on the Sunstar Lab thing over here. I don't think I'm masterful enough. Yeah, see, there's a little teleport right there. Okay, target the sun. Alright, we're gonna try something really stupid here. Because worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work out, we just go into the high energy labs. Get her speed under control. That is a big sun. Try to line up the one thing. There you are. There's no way. Okay, we hit it. I mean, that was cool. But I feel like we're gonna die here. Maybe. You see how fast that thing's going? There's no way I'm gonna be able to land on that with that speed. Okay. Even out. I think that just means that this is... Okay, maybe it's not. Exit ship to repair, autopilot damage, cockpit damage, headlights damaged. So you tell me everything's okay, right? What? Let's just try this again. I was gonna go and repair, but... Nope. We're okay. We're okay. It's okay. We're just grazing it. Just grazing the sun. It's cool. It's like the Tony Hawk games. We're getting trick points. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, exactly. But nobody cares about red flashing lights. Just think of it as the fire alarm. It's all good. So the velocity thing ain't going too well. You know what? At this point, with how much time that we've been wasting, why don't we just go back over to here and then deal with this? Because I see some of the sand is now gone. We could probably mess around with the teleporters now. We'll just let our ship kind of die. A slow and terrible death here. Our best pilot in Galaxy. Fear me. Okay, actually, I'm starting to fear myself. I don't know if I could land this. And... okay, we did it. Mission accomplished. That might be a leg coming off of my ship, but I think we're okay. It's all good. Yep, it's good. Here, prepare that. Just so we don't hear it beeping while we're on the planet the entire time. You have an eject button to your right, just in case. Eject. Eject. Get a pre-flight. Oh, right there. Eject cover. That's cool. Took me a second to figure that out, but we got it. That small box. Yeah, I might have glossed over it just a tad bit. Only a tad. Alright. Stupid cactuses. Right there. Still can't get inside. We're starting to actually see the reveal now. How about you over here? Can I do anything with you? I wonder if there's a way inside these buildings that they tell you what planet you're going to be teleporting to. Can't quite get inside over there. Alright, so we're starting to get there. Unfortunately, we're not quite there yet in order to do anything with it. Now, my question is too. I think these are like, oh, maybe these are the receivers. Because they're going in and they're receiving. Okay. The little hamster inside my head is starting to go and move and do stuff and saying, like, I have the ability to think. Okay. Because they said they built 6 different receivers, right? I think we've seen them on other planets, too. Okay. Okay. What are you? Are you my autopilot? Oh, you're my headlights. Yeah, they're off my ship, but they're repaired. Mission accomplished? Close? I don't know. So probably the next question I have too is, yeah, there's one over there. There's one over here. They're so close to get. I'm thinking those are the receivers then. I wonder, like, it doesn't look like there's anything I can do to mess around with the receivers. There's a way to go from the bottom and then all the way up in these little tower things, but I don't really think there's anything that I can do. I also don't want to accidentally fly out of here, but yeah, because we just have the little potholes right there. So it shoots me up top. They were talking about how you have to be within 5% of something, so either they're saying you don't have to be right there exactly when you line up, or they're saying that maybe we can kind of manipulate them a little bit so they can point towards other locations. Not 100% sure. This teleporting stuff is going to hurt my brain. I can already tell. Alright, so we're back here. I think we've... I would love to say I think I know this is the one that we've already gone to, but honestly, I really don't. It'd be nice to be able to tell. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. What do we have here? Another teleporter. What do we've got down here? I think we've already read about this before, too. Here's our first delivery. 1 warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Okay. So I'm guessing this is going to be our Hanging City one. Root is installing this core sibling, Brutal Hollow, as I write this. We did read through this already. Ash Twin project is underway. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the Whitehole station that started this project. Could I come visit to learn more? I recommend that you do. The Whitehole station is a model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project. So a visit to the station would be useful. I think we've already been to the Whitehole station, but I don't remember. Wish I could wait here and arrive for you. That. Maybe there's more to the Whitehole station. That's coming in hot. Where's our ship? I kind of want to look up a little bit about that really quick. Okay, and good. I love the drifting in this game. It's great. Alright. Let's see. Where was the Whitehole station? Whitehole station? By Energy Lab, Whitehole station. Okay, so every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body, which we read about. To use the tower, you must be standing on top of the warp platform during the tower's alignment with its corresponding astral body. The Nomai notice something strange. Warped objects appear to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before they departed the Whitehole station. Curious. Now, I don't know if they're specifically saying warped objects as in saying that we're going to have to use objects to warp, or if it's talking about us in general. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100th of a second. The Nomai were skeptical if their equipment would ever even measure time to such a small degree. And we have been noticing that. We are teleporting. We've noticed the difference between there. Which part of the ship do you mean? I'm not sure what that's in reference to. I might have said something and it just slipped my mind, so I do apologize on that one. Kind of almost wonder, because they're saying stuff about the Whitehole station. We've been there. I might have to revisit it again to get some additional info, but I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm missing something, and they said that the Whitehole station is going to be relevant to everything that's going on here. Okay, we got up. We've been in here before. Check this stuff out. Some time has passed before I checked in with you prior. How's there? Press on restrictor. We checked this one out too. I'm just double checking because this is the area that we're in right now. Sometimes they can just kind of give us some more information that we're going on. All right, maybe not. You're looking for your ship back then, and it's no longer exactly in one piece. Yeah, that's fair point. So the ship that actually has a computer on it, and not the several other pieces that are just all scattered on Sand Planet right now. So, yeah. And I'm sure it's going to probably break up into many more pieces. It's not like we're exactly going to be flying anytime soon. At least I don't think so. Burr, burr, burr. This one might be the Hanging City teleport. I don't know how long it'll take to get to the Hanging City, but it might be. Every single time I'm looking up, there's just like these little blue like sparks or red sparks that just pop up and they go away. It's kind of weird. Okay, so is that our planet over there? Are we going to teleport? No? 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 Okay, so it's none of those. And we were moving pretty quick. Also, at the Whitehall Station, too, we were able to accelerate how the Whitehall Station was going. Actually, that's a good point. Yes. I wonder... Yeah, see how I told you, like, it was gonna... I had a feeling that was the Whitehall one right there. Departure time, arrival time, exactly 0.1 second. Charged, we can go back on the receiver, which is pretty cool. I want to kind of try something. Actually, maybe we want to try something. What I was going to do is I thought there was like a projection stone thing here. Gosh, there's a black hole forge. Black hole forge does black hole stuff. Cool, cool. Alright, so that's just that. I don't think I can summon it here unless I go over to the one platform part. I was going to go and try to take a projection stone over to the one other planet. And then put it in to see if it changes up anything. Because I don't think I've really messed around with that just yet. But, yeah, I don't have anything, so... Maybe we'll try that out in a little bit. Let's see, so we came back. We're here now. Oh. You are a door that actually works. Interesting. If I had to guess, this is home planet teleport. So when we teleport to, the return teleport things are active and they light up, right? Maybe there's the maybe we have to... Where's that charge? Yeah, see how it's lit up? Maybe one of the things that we have to do is we go to the Ash Twins, teleport to this planet. No, because that'd be too difficult. Originally, I was going to say maybe I have to go to each planet, activate the teleporters so they're all lit up like that, and then kind of go from there. But I would have to pre-plan my ship to be on a planet in order to do that, and I don't. That's not how that's working. Okay. So at least we know that one's pretty symbolized there with, hey, there's grass here. Well, that sun's looking red. Okay, so this is Cactus Lad. Which I think that maybe Cactus Lad is, I would think this planet, right? Because of the cactuses, but maybe not. Yeah, it's times like these I wish the hamster in my head wasn't overweight and struggle busting just to figure out how to like do certain things, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get it. I got this, I believe. I would also say worst comes to worst too, like say that I'm going through the stream today, trying to figure out this stuff. We still have the high energy lab that we can go to, so if this ends here and we die while we're just testing out the teleports, I'm going straight to the high energy lab to see if we can figure out what we missed over there. But worst comes to worst, if I do not figure out what I need to do here, I'll just spend like... Oh, no, 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 no. That is not fair. How? Oh, no, 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 no. My ship is broken. You can't do this. What? I call shenanigans. Oh, I don't even know if my ship or if the teleport thing passed by the... Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. That's very unfortunate. If the sand comes back, maybe we try to move out of the way or something that into the the side room. Maybe that's what the side rooms are there for. But what was I going on about? Dang. Oh yeah. So if I don't find out the information today, maybe I just after stream or on the weekend, I'll just sit, go through all of my information, read through it, and see if there's any information that just kind of pops up and I'm like, okay, this makes a little bit of sense. Maybe I'll try this or something. I could do that on stream too if you guys want me to. It's just, I don't know how long it would take for me to sit there reading through every little piece of information trying to see if something connects. So I'm just trying to save all of you from the suffering on that because I know it could take a little while. Yep, do it on stream? Okay, gotcha. I'll do it on stream then. I mean, if the high energy lab thing doesn't end up working out here too, maybe we just do that right afterwards then. I'm trying to think, what else could we possibly do? I mean, I'm trying out the teleporters right now, which I'm not really fully expecting them to kind of give me the information that I need. And I'm just trying to hear if the sand's coming. Because I don't want another incident with the sand just coming and killing me. Wait, maybe? Maybe this is for this planet here. I mean, we're going to die here in a second anyways. So it doesn't really matter. Because they're both close connected to each other. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. So technically, I probably wouldn't be teleporting then, due to me being with these two connected right here. Because... Because we're constantly always turning. And I was thinking to myself, oh, wait. So we're standing there, waiting for the teleport to happen, right? They say that the two planets are so close to each other that they share a similar teleport. The sand came and picked us up and took us off. I don't know if it would work, but maybe we teleport if we keep... No, because that wouldn't work either, because they say within 5% you would automatically start teleporting. Here, we gotta restart because we gotta go right to the high energy lab. There's two sides, right? I don't know if both sides are gonna get hit by the sand. Maybe we try the other side to see what happens, but I'm thinking that's referencing to the planet. I don't remember seeing a teleport for the planet anywhere when driving around on it, but maybe there is. But what I'm thinking is because you have the other planets going around, right? And typically how the teleports work is that once they line up with the other planet, we're going to teleport to the other planet and then we can go back. What I'm thinking is because we got hit by the sand, right? Maybe we want to get hit by the sand for the teleporter. And then we get teleported in, but it has to be within that 5%. But since we're so close to each other, the 5% is going to be a lot more tighter. But there's a chance that that might not work because we wouldn't be on the teleporter once we get hit by the sand. Yeah. And once again, I'm going to have to meditate again because I'm sitting here trying to think about things that we want to do, but yeah. The suffering is part of why I'm here. Well, well, I'm glad that my suffering can amuse you, so there's going to be plenty more of it. Oh dear. I just hope some of these strategies that I'm coming up with aren't just making you go, wow, why would you even do that? I still think, though, once I beat this game, because it's not going to be like, if I beat this game, it's going to be once I beat this game. If I watch other people play this, I am going to be probably just having some, what I would imagine what some of you are going through is just, I can't believe that they're going to go and do this. They're actually going to figure it out. And then they go and they do something completely different, don't actually figure it out, and you're like, why? No, just go back. What are you doing, you fool? Because I'm pretty sure, I've done it a couple of times already, especially because I brought this point up before. But I'm kind of wondering, once we do beat it, I'm going to ask everybody in chat how many times I've done that specifically. Excuse me, autopilot, this is, nope, this is... Okay. I was really hoping autopilot... So far, I don't think autopilot has really helped me. There's been, like, 9 out of 10 doctors agree at this point. Autopilot is kind of useless and has only killed me more times than anything. Yeah. Life. Let me get into this chair here. Anyone who played this also suffered and went through the same thoughts. So you're just kind of... You're happy that you don't have to do the suffering yourself and you can see other people suffer in place. I totally get it. I understand. But I can say, though, I can imagine, and I'm not sure if this is how everybody that has played this game has felt, once you probably figure out everything in this game and get to the final destination, whatever that's going to be, that has to be the greatest feeling of all time. Just you go through, you get all this information, you put it together, you finally figure it out. It's just like, I did it. I figured it out. That was amazing. Unless it's just something completely wild where all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, I got to the end and it's just a penny or something like that. I don't think that's what this kind of game is going to be like, but I can picture it now. All this suffering just for a penny. And then I die again anyways. Oh, man. I am wasting time because I gotta find the shelter to go in and get the high energy lab. Which I think I still remember the path I gotta take. And I'll catch up on chat here in just a second. I'm just gonna struggle busing finding out where the shelter is. And I gotta start running down there, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to make it in time, and we're gonna have a little bit of an issue with that. Okay, good enough. Let's do this. Once I start running down, we should be good. Okay. Right. Beautiful. Which I think this should be the path right here. I've gone down here so many times already. It's just, it's ingrained into my mind. If I had to deal with this in real life, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I can show you the bay, no problem. Okay, alright. Just get into the little side thing here. We're like, oh wow, look at that. Be careful with the sand. Now we go through the sand. Ow. I will never look at a cactus the same way after this game. I will not buy a cactus. I will not own a cactus. And every time I pass a cactus in the store, I'm going to look at it with disdain and just be like, I know what you did to me in Outer Wilds. Don't think I can forgive. Don't think I can forget. Freaking cactuses. How dare. Energy lamp trail. Alright, so we activated it. Just all the way down at the bottom. Hopefully we don't die from a broken leg. And bam. This I don't remember as much because I only did it once, but yeah, we'll go through. Alright. Go through with the cord. AI is never going to be better than Guardian. Nice. The 3 enemies in this game are Autopilot, Gravity, and Anglerfish. Yeah, I do agree. Oh, dang. I forgot. This is going to be a waiting game in order to get through here, isn't it? Because I had to wait till it filled up in order to get through. I would say, like, I would add on to that, the 4th enemy is cactuses. To the point where I almost think I hate cactuses more than the anglerfish. There's been so many times I punctured my suit, and it puts me in a bad pickle. Sun, sand, air, ghost matter. Everything changed until the ghost matter took over and killed people. But then the Avatar. Plenty of ways to die horribly. Not talking about more special endings. Are there special endings in this game? So, like, I actually don't know about that. Like, I don't know if that's considered spoilers or not. So don't answer if it is. But are there multiple endings to this game? I mean, even if it's something that's like a minor spoiler, I guess, as long as it's not giving away the puzzle itself. But if it's something that I need to know where all of a sudden I like, okay, I beat the game, but there's actually more to it, let me know. That way I don't just automatically think, okay, that's the end of the game, and then we'll go from there. You could also tell me once I beat the game too if there's multiple, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I forgot about being impaled on cactus stuff. It's not even just, I think most of the time I'm not dying to the cactus, it's just I'm getting impaled by the cactus, and it's more of a hindrance because I keep losing my O2 and my fuel. Like, even right now, I'm halfway at O2. This is not great. I would take chances and everything, but I don't want to. More like Easter egg endings? Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Funny enough, recently I actually ended up playing through Silent Hill 2 Remake, and they had some of those Easter egg endings. Even in the end, I still got impaled by the freaking cactuses. The ridiculousness. Please don't do it again. Not like this. There's a cord. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're running out of time. I don't want to be crushed to death. I think we did it. At least I hope this was the way to the high energy lab. I'm pretty sure it was the way. Do you know the way? Because I don't know if I know the way. It's been a while. Okay, so there's a little teleporty up there. Why do I feel like that's taking me outside? I don't want to have to do that again. What's this? We good? Is this leading me outside? Am I in the high energy lab? Okay. Whew. I was worried. I was starting to doubt myself there for a moment. Alright, so this is what we got to last time. We messed around a little bit with this stuff. Thing is that I wasn't quite sure. Like, I did both black hole, nothing happened. We messed around, had black hole, white hole. It's like, oh yeah, cool, look at that, you got that going on. And then we tried white hole, black hole. What does that sound out there? Which that didn't do anything either. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I missed, right? Oh, this one's empty too. Okay, so we'll go there. What do you think? We checked this out last time too, which we got this information. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will be, we'll first pair with a small black hole core and a small white hole core to mimic the setup on White Hole Station. It's possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. Very interesting. In theory, we want to try to reproduce... What we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole. Its destination. Which I think we already researched this thing here too, but we're going to go and check it anyways, just to be safe. An update, our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times. Pyre is unconvinced that it's more than an eloquent error. I hope to strengthen the effects to render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we decided to try to add more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Okay. Of note, Rami. Yao requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Rami and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pyre saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. The change is everything. What a beautiful day for intersecting. All right. We got all that information there. Energy's coming in here. This is the receiver. We tried doing something with this last time. Looks like energy is being diverted over to here. We still have our two holes here. Okay. Enable to retrieve too many targets. I wonder. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. Oh, jeez. You destroyed the fabric of space-time. What does that mean? Oh, what? Excuse me, what? Congrats, Time Paradox ending unlocked. That was an Easter. Oh, jeez. But do I lose my progress? Please don't tell me I lost my progress. Okay, load previous save. Well, that's really funny. That the biggest thing that I worry about is that I hope I keep all my progress. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't click too many buttons. I'm afraid now. I mean, that's really cool, but still. Okay, supercomputer. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, jeez. I was really worried there. More than anything, it was just losing all of my notes. I was afraid I'd have to go back and do this all over again. That would have broke my soul. Hey, do you understand what you've done? Yeah, kinda. So, like, the reason... I was curious about it because I was seeing the other item coming through the white hole, and I know that they're talking about, oh, we have that issue or whatever. So I wanted to see what happened if I took out the black hole before both happened. I don't fully understand the paradox side of it because I don't know enough about that information in real life. But it was still pretty cool. The kazoo really makes it hurt. It really does, though. Oh, dear. Just freaking Kazoo Kid in the background, just playing the kazoo for me. Just reminds me of, like, the Titanic and everything, where they have the memes and everything with the kazoo playing in the background and stuff. I are super smart. I have done the thing. I don't know if this is going to keep flying while I'm going through here. So hopefully it's okay. Let's see, it's the white. Oh. Wait, no, this is a higher... Yeah, this is the high energy lab. So did we complete the high energy lab then? Alright, so the Nomai wanted to reproduce the temporal anomaly first observed. The Nomai discovered they could increase the negative time in between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy as well as an advanced warp core to handle these energies, which we already knew that. Okay. Which I think we're going to have to go back here no matter what once we get that advanced warp core. So I probably don't have to go and handle the high energy labs until we get that warp core. The next thing then I guess I would say is, which I'm not sure how true this is, go back to Sand Planet and then wait for Sand Planet to go down enough in order to go onto the teleporter again to see if we could teleport with that sand thing that we're talking about, right? Because that's all I'm kind of thinking here. The devs are literally mocking us when it happens. I deserve to be mocked for doing it. I was curious, but I deserve it. The scout should have appeared at the white hole after entering the black hole, appeared but never got to the black hole due to you disrupting portals. So the scouts should not appear at the white hole, but apparently it already did. So the time paradox happened. I wonder, though... So technically that means, like, I can't mess... Because one of the things that was in the back of my head was maybe that's something I could mess around with. Because they said that they wanted to have that extended to a 22-minute thing, right? And originally I was thinking maybe that's something that I had to do to go through the portal and then have that 22-minute gap. But at the same time, I probably can't mess around with it because, oh, wait, but that's only taking out the portal, so maybe it still works. Because I was going to say, if there's two things at the same time, then that would just cause the whole entire game to end like it kind of similar to. But as long as both the black hole and the white hole are still there, it should be fine. Okay. I think we're okay with that. I think it should be fine. I don't know. Either way, though, I'm wasting time sitting here talking about that when I could be sitting on Sand Planet, wasting time there because we gotta wait for the sand to go down anyways, right? Which is fine. I like that it pauses the time while we're looking at the computer, but at the same time, I also would like to be able to look at the computer while time is being wasted due to just like how the sand's... Oh, wait. Oh, dear. Is that the teleporter right there? But how would that work? So yeah, we got Cactus Boy. We got the teleport over there too. I think at the end of the day, even if this is just something that I'm teleporting back and forth between these two, because they said there was only... It was close enough that they share a point. So I'm very curious with how that's going to happen. But we'll just try all the teleporters. See if anything special or spicy kind of comes up from that and kind of go from there, because that's the only thing that I'm really thinking of right now. Like, the only other thing that we haven't really messed around with is the vessel. But at the same time, like, we can't do anything with the vessel unless we have that advanced warp core, right? Or maybe we can get a regular warp core, but I don't know where to get the other warp cores, and the only thing I know of is the advanced warp core. And this... My brain doing the thing, and my brain ain't braining. Alright. You got this. I believe. I believe, and I hope you all believe, because I believe that something's definitely going to happen to where we believe about stuff. Oh, and actually, no, we didn't do the launch module yet either. But I don't think the launch module has anything to do with the teleportation, and we're trying to get onto the super fast movie thing over at the Sun in the Ash Twins project. I do like how the sand's kind of going down, but at the same time, sand, go faster. I don't want you to be here anymore, Sand. I'm pulling an Anakin Skywalker. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Just get rid of it. But I did see, like, I don't remember if it was one of the people that was talking to me or not. There was one piece of information, I don't remember where it was from, where they said there are times where the sand, I think, goes back to the sand planet. But the problem is that I remember, I think it was somebody that we were talking to, one of the aliens. But I'm pretty sure that we've been over to this planet before where we're just kind of like, all right, we'll wait here. We'll try to go and check out this and everything. I don't remember the sand ever coming back here. Most of the time we just blow up. So I have questions. And unfortunately I'm not having too many answers. Also, there's got to be something with that white hole thing too. Because they said, I mean, that's what we probably could be messing around with. Maybe going back to the White Hole Station and see if there's more information there. We have gone there before. We have used the teleport, and we're like, oh, wow, teleport. We're able to accelerate how things were moving with the teleporter, too. Oh, there's also the Black Hole Station with the weird, like, turny thing. I don't fully understand the Black Hole Station. Maybe I need to fully understand the Black Hole Station. Yeah, sand's still going down. I'm gonna review the ship log really quick. Or the Black Hole Forge, that's what it is. Yeah, because they're saying a warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. Warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are close together that they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of thinking, since we're on that thing, maybe, I don't know, we kind of got taken through the sand. Maybe I got to just go all the way through. I don't know. All the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project, which is good. I'm happy that they're telling us information about that. But several large towers forming a ring around Ash Twin's equator. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twins project. So that's why I'm kind of thinking White Hole Station might be a little bit more important. We got to do more stuff. To use the tower, you must be standing on the warp platform during the tower's alignment. Okay. Nomai noticed something strange. Warp objects appeared at the... Yep, which we already saw that. That's negative time. Yep. Air Energy Lab. What are you? Ash Twin Tower designs. Oh. Designs for each of the towers on the Ash Twin's equator. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai were quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. Very true. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allow the Nomai to quickly travel between Ash Twin and all the other locations crucial to the Ash Twin project. Which I would love to say, yeah, that would be quick. That's great, that's awesome, but at the same time, it takes forever because of sand, so... Sand? I don't know why this is the sand, notification, but it is. Okay. Sunless City. Anglerfish. Higging City. The Vessel. Let's read about these mural things. A mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. Mural of a dark bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. Mural of 3 escape pods evacuating the Nomai vessel. Which I think we encountered 2. I don't know if we encountered 3. Maybe we encountered 3. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we did. See? Escape pod 1, escape pod 2, escape pod 3. Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, I think we're kind of still in the same situation here, right? Wait till the sand kind of goes down a little bit more. really do anything with the ship right now anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like, this wouldn't be as bad if I could just accelerate the sand to drop faster. If I knew a way to do that, I totally would. And apparently crashing your ship into the planet does not solve that. So, yeah. And if it was the other way around with the whole entire teleport thing with the black hole and the white hole where it just accelerated time faster, I would probably be going and taking the teleport 10 million times to make that happen. But it's the other way around. It makes time longer. You actually know a way if you think hard enough. Well, that's your problem, is me thinking hard enough, but... Okay, let me think. I know a way if I think hard. I can make the sand go faster if I do the thing. What could I possibly do? What's going through my head right now is I would say maybe if I was on like one of the astral moon stuff and teleported around with it, maybe that would make time go a little bit faster. I don't know if that's teleporting that instance around or if it's actually making time go by. Another thing that I could possibly think of is... over at the White Hole Tower, there's a way to make things go by faster to teleport faster. I don't think there's one of those on this planet, but maybe... Oh, look, it's actually revealed. Which one should I try first? Should I try Cactus or this one? Let's do Cactus first. Maybe I could go and try the White Hole Tower and see if that does anything. We'll see. Oh, there's a little thing up here this time, though. Getting pulled up. Alright, so that theory is a bust. We basically just put over onto the other planet. I thought we tried it, though. Real question is, how the heck am I going to get over there? Let's see. Jump on. Maybe? I mean, I'm still orbiting. Might not be as bad as what I thought. Take that, gravity. Yeah, that's right. I defeated you. Oh, no, you defeated me. Okay. Ooh. I'm sorry I talked smack about you, Gravity. I'm really sorry. My legs are apologizing to the maximum effort here. It was very stupid of me. You are the superior being. Okay. Let's go back to our thingy. Try the other side. So that's our spaceship. Oh, no. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna heal up really quick. I'm hurting bad. Life is rough. What else could we possibly do? So... the Hourglass twins. They're hourglasses. Twins. Okay, so we tried over there. That didn't quite do anything. This one doesn't. I'm very curious as to why that one's broken over there and this one's not broken. Think emoji. Alright, we'll see what happens when the sand comes by through here. But... I think what I'll do is I'll try to go to the Whitehall station, see if that accelerating thing does anything for over here. And let's be real, chances are probably won't, but there could be information there that's important too, right? Okay, so it did teleport me. Okay, just teleported me to the other side, right? That's it. Alright, point one, charged. Okay, take me back, sir. Why would they have two? That would teleport me over there. Why do they have two? What am I missing? What am I missing? There's got to be a reason, right? But it says that they both share the same thing. I teleported back over to there. I'm gonna try something. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. But I have a feeling of like if this just doesn't work here, there's got to be a reason why they have two of the towers, right? Or maybe there isn't. Maybe it's just symbolizing, hey, we've got two planets here. They both share a similar astral body or whatever. Because we went into the high energy lab, we did the thing. We're able to divert power over to that, I think, because everything was just like glowing. And I think that's where we go and we use that warp core thing that they were talking about. But the problem is we have to get to an area for the warp core. What's going to happen here? Alright, let's see. Fill up. Okay, it works, but I don't know where the hell I am right now. We're in that one thingy for the projection stone thingy. This is really pretty. Okay, oh, no. Don't step on that. We don't want to teleport back. Okay. We did a thing. 13 minutes, 12 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Mass receiving data from probe tracking module. Wait, mass receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant steep memory statue, timber hearth memory statue. Nine minutes until end of cycle transmission. Oh. So do I have to go and activate the other statues or something like that? Because it's highlighted with the probe tracking module. Wait, probe tracking module. Is that the blue thingy? Or is that something else? I don't know if that's a probe or a satellite or something. Okay, well, let's just keep going because it says we've got 9 minutes left. Can I look at any of you? Yeah, so this is when we're activating the one thing. Okay. That's broken. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to read. Okay. Here we go.
Yarrow. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet.
Oh, this... Wait, is this the Ash Twin? Okay, hang on. Okay, we'll just read through and then I'll ask my questions afterwards.
We will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin Project. Powerful enough to send information back.
We have also finished relocating all the subterranean plants we met while digging.
We'll need to keep our eyes on how significant
wow, geez, I have to redial it back here. We're having an issue again.
We need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Rami's hypothesis was true.
Okay.
Pope just sent the warp core from the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Evans to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged.
Hypothesis. The core could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates.
The important thing is we're all connected through Ash Twins now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements.
I think he's just completely done at this point with all the arguments that are back and forth with him.
Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me that the cannon is doing well, and that Avans advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avans can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avans. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avans that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon? Or is Mallow part of the problem? When the Ash Twins project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will have...
Oh, well, I jumped. Okay, hold on.
Phlox and Dawes finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statue will activate, allowing us to gather more data before the shutdown of the project. Pyre and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and at last, it is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power of the Ash Twin project requires.
Oh, they're the reasons why this is all... Which we kind of had a feeling that that's why that was happening before, too. But I didn't know that the sun exploding was the reason why the Ash Twin project was getting powered. You sons of guns. You're killing us. How dare you?
I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twins project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order from the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data back from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will.
Okay, so it definitely does last 22 minutes. Interesting. They're the ones causing the sun to blow up. It's powering the whole entire device, and that probe being shut off is due to every cycle restarting. It's going off because they're the ones causing it. Okay. This is like the whole entire lore dump of the century right here in this little, like, tiny wall here.
These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work.
Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option.
I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friends. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished.
You can wait for the sun to explode on its own natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process.
However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound, but we're only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff over here too. Okay.
We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It has been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained from it.
So the comet is actually something newly introduced. Interesting. What's this gonna do? Okay, so this is information that we've already read. It's just from located over here. But I'm going to go through, put this in anyways. At least I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to go and click through it just to be safe. If I didn't. Yeah, the advanced warp core is there. Got all the information. Good. And lose out on time just to be safe. Giant steep. So we only had 9 minutes, and that's the last thing I want to do is miss out on any potential things that we gotta do here, especially with it being so limited. All right, what do we got? Artificial gravity control. Okay, I feel like that's gonna be important. All right, come on, giant ball. All right, what does this say? Caution, you're about to access the core while Ash Twin Projects is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin Project. Okay, I don't want to do that. Come back, come back. I do not want to disable the Ash Twin Project just yet. At least I don't think so. Wait, is that where I teleport to? Maybe. Velocity match. So we've gone through and read all of those. Check that. That's our little teleport. Maybe it is something that we want to do. Except we've got a cool little, like, thing right here. Okay, hold on. Maybe we do want to do it. Let's just do it. We don't have time for questions here. 9 minutes is a very limited time. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. I like this. Okay, there we go. Oh, the warp core. Yes. Gimme. Wait, what am I? No. I hear the thing. It's ending. How am I supposed? It sounded like stuff was about to explode. Do we? But how do I? Okay, we were able to go into there. The sun is getting close to exploding. We've got the warp core. I think we bring that over to the vessel. But there's something in the log, remember, where it was saying 22 minutes. I'm trying to think because I don't know if now that the Ash Twin thing is done, right? I disabled the Ash Twin project. I don't know if that means the sun's still going to explode, right? Because they were saying that once the 22 minutes are up, they'll send signal over to the other thing to go and shoot into the sun to make it explode. But the problem is that I don't know if that's still going to go through or not. I wanted to go into the high energy lab because remember they were saying with the high energy lab, they're like, oh, wait. I might have missed a step. Because they were saying if we overcharge the warp core, that we can, and we can only do that with the Ash Twin project thing. That would do the 22-minute gap. I don't know if the sun's going to explode. We're going to see if the sun's going to explode. But the whole entire thing is that maybe I have to go down, get into the high energy lab, unlock the door so I can leave out of the high energy lab, go do this, teleport in, take the core out. And then as long as the sun doesn't explode, we can go over to the vessel and then do this, as long as we don't die to the anglerfish. The hamster is at full speed right now. I don't know what to think. I don't... Oh, did the music change? Oh, the music is changing. That's really cool. Oh, but they did say that sometime it might... Now, remember we were talking about how sometimes the other planet goes and refills back up, right? I wonder if there's a way for me to trigger that. It definitely is a popcorn moment for me. Like, I'm super excited, but I'm trying to think what I can do, because I think I got to get into the high energy lab. I don't know if I can get into that right now. How do I do it? There's got to be a way. I mean, I might be able to take the warp core over to that place anyways, but... Okay, think. What am I gonna do here? Do I just reset the cycle and do this all over again and just hope for the best? Or do I hope for the best that this is gonna go back and we're not gonna have an issue? I mean, this is also getting really big. The star is absolutely massive. We're going into red giant status. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing still blows up, but I don't know. Yeah, look at how close this is getting. Could this be a superficial time limit too, also, like... Because the sun station thing is gone right now, right? I wonder if this is going to eventually just eat up the solar system like a regular star would on a regular lifespan. I would like for you to start draining. Can you do that? Be much appreciated. I'm gonna land here just in case. We're gonna go see if... I don't think there's any other way to get into that lab, unfortunately. Oh, my fuel's up. Oh, I can't believe we got to this point. Do you understand what the Ash Twin project is for? Yeah, so, well, actually, maybe not fully. So I understand what they were just talking about, where they said that they had the Ash Twin project. They had it created. It's still gonna supernova. So we had a little bit of time, but it's not a lot of time. You are dead. Oh, because we disable... Oh, darn. Okay. We're going to reload this here in a second. We've got stuff to do. We've got an idea. So, for the Ash Twin project, I don't remember 100% the reason why they created it. I know that they were talking about it and it had a purpose. I'll probably have to go through my computer again just to make sure. But I know the whole entire thing with the Ash Twin project after we just read it is that that's the reason why we are coming back to life, which also makes sense why we didn't resurrect there. But also on top of it, I remember going through like the underground caves and they're saying like, we have to do this, but if we mess up, then we're going to have a whole bunch of issues because we're going to exterminate all life. And then I know that the Ash Twin Project didn't have enough power, so that's why they were causing the sun to supernova in order to get the power from that. And then the Ash Twin Project would revert us back in order to... Wait. Is the Ash Twin Project to go and discover the eye? Maybe. Oh, okay. There's a lot of things. My brain's ticking. We're doing stuff. We're probably going to have to go and just like meditate and go back. But it's going to be very like time constrained. Oh, jeez. Okay, so it gave us the information. We got that for the Ash Twin Project. Wonder if it'll tell us more information here. So Ash Twin Project was assigned to use energy from the supernova, which we already know. The Sun Station did not work. Although the Ash Twin Project was theoretically sound, the Nomai were unable to power it. Where... We've got the designs. We've got the Ash Twin Towers. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We got the camp. Which I remember it was like in the underground part, which maybe it's over here that they would give us it. The old settlement. The Nomai constructed a temporary settlement beneath there. The Nomai worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal that they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. They called it the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai abandoned the settlement over growing concerns about its stability. Okay, what should we know? Which everything seems to be connected to the eye. Like the Nomai had like the desire to go and find the Eye of the Universe. That was like everything that's like powering the reason why they're going and exploring and wanting to discover this stuff. So I'm not exactly sure where it would give me the refresher on why they built it in the first place, but I'm going to say that I believe that they built it specifically to go and try to find the eye. That could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's what it's for. Perfectly timed. Every single time. I love it, Raptor. Okay, well, sitting here and thinking, okay, hold on. So the launch module, it's still saying that there's more to discover. They have not discovered that. I'm not sure what to do to discover that. We're going to leave that for right now. But I know that the launch module is being shut off by the Ash Twin Projects every time that it redoes it. Take your time? Okay. Because there's one thing that I'm afraid of. I've gone through, I've done all this. I have a plan. I have an idea. I know exactly what I want to do now. I want to go into the high energy lab, unlock it, go over to Sand Planet, wait for the sand to go by, teleport over to the Ash Twin Project, take it offline, get the warp core, go back into the high energy lab, overcharge the warp core, and then try to get back over to the vessel fast enough to put the warp core in. But the thing that I'm worried about is that I don't know if that's going to immediately teleport me, because we have that weird puzzle thing with the ball. And we're going to be on very limited time, and I think that's the problem is that I need to figure that out before going and doing all this, because it's going to be very time constraining. Which stinks too, because like, but it does say, but the reason why we're overcharging the warp core, now it's making sense. It's going to be time constraining, but the reason why we're overcharging the warp core because we wanted to have it with a 22-minute gap, which will prevent the supernova from killing us, but we're still going to be on a time constraint while going over there. So, as long as we figure out what, like I said, we either take a chance, put the warp core in after overcharging it, and hope that whatever we're doing, we just immediately get teleported or whatever, or we have to figure out what that little puzzle thing is, which I'm having a feeling that's what it's going to be. I have to figure out what, like, when I say the puzzle thing, it's the circular device with the hexagon puzzles. There's like 3 on each side or whatever. And then, like, I was trying to mess around with it last time, but nothing was really happening in it. I thought maybe I had to light up all the lights at first. That wasn't happening. Hamster rocketing out of his wheels. I can see the smoke coming out of your ears. The hamster has been rocketed off of the wheel. He is all the way out in outer space trying to figure out the whole entire, like, Ash Twin project himself right now. I'm pretty sure they ran out of oxygen. They were that fast. Launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact. There's more to explore here. Yeah, I have to figure that out before going there. Because it has to be pretty much perfect. Otherwise, we're going to have an issue. Spruce Camp, that. Dark Bramble Seed. Feldspar Camp. Frozen Jellyfish. Bramble Island. Ocean Depth. Gabros Island. Orbital Probe. Camp. Ice Signal Locator. No, I don't think we're doing the eye. Well, maybe we're doing the eye. No, we're trying to get over to the Sun Station. We're not doing the Eye of the Universe just yet. So there might even be still more after this. Southern Observatory. Tornado Simulation. Construction Yard. Orbital Launch Module. Probe Tracking Module. Which the probe tracking module is technically a thing for the launch module. The orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. This probe located a deep space anomaly matching all the criteria. Statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe trajectory and transmits data to the Ash Twin project. So it's okay, so maybe it is with the eye then, because it's giving data to the Ash Twin project. I found no by coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe. So the coordinates are probably going to be important. There's a way to safely travel to the Sun Station from Ash Twin. The Nomai debated building a Sun Station in order to power the Ash Twin project. The Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. Like, part of me wants to just go and do it. And just say, you know what, we'll try to figure it out once we get over there. But I know that's not the smart idea. Gravity cannon, a huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong gravity field. I recall shuttle. Okay, yep. Okay, we don't need any. Okay, so this is just all for the quantum moon. We don't need that right now. At least I don't think so. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be... Yeah, we already know about that with the towers. We figured that out with that. The negative time thing. We gotta use the high energy lab. Ash Twin Towers it. Each tower warps to a different planet. Yeah, we already know that. Okay, so there's two things that are going through my mind here. Because this brought up a good point with the probe tracking module. When we're going through and reading this, it said, I found no MIC coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe. So they found the location of the eye of the universe. I remember finding those coordinates. I'm hoping that the sun station is going to have some kind of teleporter or whatever in there that will bring us to the eye of the universe once we get there. I don't know 100%, but they said that the sun station ended up failing and it was not worth it. Oh, wait. There's additional stuff. Remember the statues? They said that the statues don't activate until the project ended up failing or was accomplished, right? Where's our thingy? Where's our thingy? Not Feldspars Camp. Was it construction? No. It was the workshop, but am I blind? There's got to be something. Where's the workshop thingy? Southern Observatory construction yard. That's not it. There was a workshop. I thought I recorded it. Was it you? No. Okay, construction yard. I don't know how I got to this, but I'm gonna go along with it. Statue workshop. Okay, here we go. No, my statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories, and send those memories to a storage unit within Ash Twin Project. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin Project was equipped with a mask of the statue's counterpart, which could then send the stored memories back to the corresponding user. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin Project succeeded or in the event that it failed. So the statues should activate once we deactivate the Ash Twin Project, right? Maybe there's something we got to do with the statues themselves in order to kind of mess around with the time stuff. Because don't forget, when we got there, all of a sudden it was like, hey, this is activated or whatever. And it showed us the probe one, I think the workshop, and then one on... Wait. How do I go back? Hold on. I'm gonna try something that might be really stupid. And I might have to go and redo this all over again and think of a different plan. Hold on. I'm taking a picture of my computer screen right now. So I have this for reference. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I think what I'm going to do is, you know how I was telling you about over at the vessel, right? Where it has the little energy thing or whatever with the hexagons? I'm going to try making the symbols on here. And this is the thing. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to hope for the best. I don't even know what order I would do this in, but I'm going to try drawing out the symbols and see how that goes. Because that's like the best thing that I've got right now. I mean, this game wouldn't do something like that, would it, though? Like, so far, I haven't... I don't know. You should stream a couple more hours. I need my points. How close are you to 100,000? As it is, Junico has 100,000, and she was saying that she's got to redeem her points too, so good luck. 4K. Can you get 4K in a couple hours? I mean, it usually comes down to, like, how numb my butt's getting. I know it's probably TMI, but that's usually what I go off of. It's like, if I'm feeling restless and my butt's going numb, usually I'm like, alright, well, that's probably it for stream today. Well, I mean, we're still going a little bit longer either way, though, because I have an idea with what I want to do with this. I don't know. That's called butt feeling. It's true. That's what I live my life by. Everything's just a butt feeling. If I feel like the situation's not feeling safe, it's just like, well, I gotta trust my butt on this one. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that. If that doesn't end up working out, then that's probably going to take, what? Probably a total of 22 minutes, maybe a little bit more. If that doesn't work out, I'll probably call a stream there. And I'll kind of think to myself, like, what am I going to do? And then maybe try to figure out the launch module thing, because I think that's pretty much the only thing we would have left, right? But we'll try that game plan where I had that. I'm going to have to... When we get closer to there, I'm going to open up my pictures and we'll try doing that, but... yeah, let's just do it. Where do I get out? There we go. Let's see the next loop. Wish me luck. Come on, butt feeling. Because the only things I have pretty much left are probably either trying the statues or that launch module. Or there's something with the teleporters that I'm not quite picking up just yet. Alright, so there goes the blue. Take you. Take you. Also, Arnok, if you're still there, I'm a little bit scared to ask, and you're probably not going to tell me until you get the points. What game are you even thinking about having me play? I am really scared to see what you come up with your 100k points. Maximum effort. Go backwards more, go backwards more, go backwards more. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So I never did quite mess around with making the sand go faster either. That might be something that's relevant too. Save us a little bit of time and give us a little bit more time to kind of go through things. That might be something I gotta look into. Alright. We're not gonna think about it now. Speed run, that's it. Which actually, that's a good point too, now that I'm kind of thinking about it also. Maybe the black hole thing also. Because we were able to go and get that information out of the one black hole. Oh, Father help. We're able to get the information out of the one black hole module in the Hanging City. But there's that one little device off to the side that was moving around. And it was like, oh yeah, whatever it lines up, you can go ahead and do the teleports. And I don't know if that has any kind of correspondence with other things that we need to mess around with. There's a couple things going on in my mind. We'll see. No, I'm like, right now I'm kind of second guessing myself the entire time because I'm worried that I'm just going to go through all of this and then just we're going to have an issue, but we're just going forward and doing it and hoping the best. Okay, so we're over here. No cactus. Aha, take that. We didn't get hit by the cactus this time. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I can't see. This is dangerous. Hopefully I can activate these things without any light. We'll see. Now we play the waiting game. Which actually that kind of helps, because now I can think about some stuff. Oh, but then if we also... So this is what I'm thinking about too. So like if we activated... If we figured out how to make the sand go faster, right? Would I even be able to get into the high energy lab? Because would this fill up way too quick? Or would it actually be better for us because it's filling up and it would go a little bit faster then? Probe jacking module, what? Excuse me? Why is the probe tracking module showing up on my screen? There's got to be a reason, right? Either I accidentally marked it, or maybe that's kind of like significant right now. I don't... I've never been so unsure of something in my life right now. That's going out over there. The probe is linked over to the Ash Twins. The statues activate when the Ash Twins go off. There might be something on this in here. I guess it kind of comes down to like with the time limit and everything, right? Alright. Well, we'll figure this out in a minute. Let's do this. Okay, and okay. Ow. Stupid cactuses every single time. We'll never forget you, cactuses. Jerks. So that's over there. The dead end. I think there should be one more little teleporty thing here. Okay, not that. Super, oh, too fast, too fast. Okay, maybe not fast enough. Ah, nope. Oh dear, we're almost out of fuel and oxygen. This is rough. Come on, hit it. Ah, boo. Boo. I'm messing up. Okay. So we got that. Are we gonna do... Okay, so nothing's in there. Activate that. Go over to here. Activate this. I don't know if I should do this before or after. I have no clue. We'll figure it out in a little bit. That's good to go. How do I get out of here? Okay, up here. Okay. Wait, what was that on the wall? Okay, don't look at that. Nope, don't get that. Like this. Where is my ship? The ship's all the way down there. I could probably technically do this without my ship, but... Oh wait, we're gonna need our ship. Meh. Too quick, but alright, we're good. Refuel. Okay, this part. Yeah, probe track. See how the probe tracking module is just like highlighted? What? I feel like I should be doing something with that right now. It wouldn't highlight for no reason, right? I'm clearly missing something. Okay, these are double towers. Yeah, I think these are double towers. Okay. So far, I think we're good. We wasted some time last time trying to teleport in. But the only issue is that, oh, I think it's coming. Okay, maybe it's not coming. We're still going to be very limited time. I don't know how much time we'll have with it. I would like to go ahead and read, like, hey, how much time we've got left, but I'm not sure. Is the probe tracking module coming closer? Since we disabled the Ash Twin project last time, right? Would the probe tracking that shouldn't have gone off, right? Maybe there's some kind of issue going on with it because we turned it off last time. And in order for the signal to be shot out and requested. Okay, this thing's coming through. Wouldn't the Ash Twin project need to be activated in order to give that signal through? There are so many questions I have right now. Here we go. Okay. So how much time do we have? 12 minutes. So a little bit more time. It's not quite 9, but that's fine. I've got my controller plugged in. This could go bad so quickly. Especially with the fishies. I'm really scared to deal with those fishies. Okay, come on. Come on, little guy. You got this. Come on. A little bit more. Beautiful. Okay. No. It's okay. A little bit turned around. Okay, we got it. Right, let's get out of here. Go over to Fishy Town. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, no. We can't go to Fishy Town yet. We gotta... Stupid cactuses. Where's my ship here? We can't go to Fishy Town. We gotta go to the labs. I don't remember where the labs are. Fudge. Oh, dear. Have you seen the planet? Wait, where'd the planet go? Am I on the planet? No, I'm not on the planet. Where's the other planet? There's the planet. Okay, we're good. Okay, high energy labs. Where? I should have marked the high energy labs. I am such a dum-dum. Oh dear, I messed myself up with this. I could have let the probe down or something. Oh crap. I don't know. Oh dear. It was randomly hidden too. I think if we find the window, we might be okay. I don't budge. Okay, so there's the window, right? You would think it's got to be somewhere around here. Oh, we got the cool music again. But I don't know where the labs are. I think I messed up, everybody. Oh no. So we got that over there. Got the little energy thing though too. Oh, is that it? Is that it? I think we found it. Okay, we're good. Okay, so not terrible. We did waste some time with it, but I think we should be okay. Probably should have memorized what the locations look like before going and doing all this, but it's okay. We're gonna do stuff. Warp core does not fit. What do you mean warp core does not fit? What do I do? But the thingy. Oh my! Oh no! Already. I know. I don't. Oh no! Oh. Budge. All right, we can't waste time. I don't. I thought I had a game plan. I did not have a game. Wait, what's that? What's that? Is that a teleport thing? No, that's not a teleport thing. I know this is an extreme "that's what she said" moment, but why doesn't it fit? It should fit, right? The only other thing I could think of is we just go right to the vessel then. All right, that's all we can do. I'm not quite sure why. I guess sometimes when you just have ideas, it doesn't always work out. But at least we can try this. Okay, bramble. Yeah, sure. The complex form core should fit into 2 regular rectangles. Geometry, never heard of it. Well, remember, the hamster completely ended up going off into Narnia. So, oh no, that's the last thing I want to do is have that happen. But now without the hamster, I don't understand geometry as much. I was just kind of hoping it would be like, okay, we kind of punch it on in and just kind of deal with the warp core after that. But yeah. Is that bramble? Is that bramble? No, that's Timberhearth. That's the interloper. Where's bramble now? Ember Twin. Wait, that's the Interloper? Why is the Interloper... Oh, no, okay. We're good. Okay. Good one with the Narnia hamster. Almost choked on my tea. Hey, no problem. Gotta keep it entertaining somehow. I mean, it's gonna be pretty entertaining once I go and I... What? Why is the probe over there? Okay, maybe that's gotta be... Oh dear. Oh dear. I wasn't paying attention. Father, help! Alright, so... Lots of things to consider next time if this ends up going as poorly as I think it's gonna go poorly. Try to remember how to fly the right way. Check out the probe module. What? Why am I not flying? Fly. Fly, you fool. Gandalf, I'm not flying, you fool. Help. So, the probe module is acting weird. On top of it, the core thing can't be overcharged. We haven't figured out the black hole thing yet. Geometry apparently exists, which is wild. There's probably about like 4 or 5 things. Like, I'm super excited. Because we've made a lot of progress today. And I think I'm finally at the point where I'm starting to maybe see the end in sight, which is huge. But at the same time, I also feel like even though I can see it, it's one of those things where it's just, oh cool, there's a light off in the distance, but you have to travel for about like 2 years in order to reach it, kind of thing. There's just a couple of mysteries I don't quite get just yet, but we're gonna get there. Oh, how do I hold velocity? Okay, there we go. Still remembering how to use the controller here. Oh, darn. I forgot I'm messing this up already. I'm going towards the red lights. I think I have to mark how to get to the vessel. I think there's actually a way to kind of like specifically get to the vessel. So crap. What am I doing? I did not think this through at all. I got all hyped up in the moment. I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go to the red light, but then I'm forgetting the red light's not actually it. Stress beacon, deep space, quantum fluctuations, stress beacon. Oh wow, I actually got to the red light though pretty quickly. Okay, we're moving fast. Yeah, that's not gonna quite help. We're gonna go past it and we're gonna really hope. Oh, that's a fish. Okay, we're not gonna hope. We're kind of losing hope here. I do like, I don't know if anybody else is the same with me. Please don't kill me, fish. The music is super soothing right now. I was very hyped up there for a moment and just like listening to that in the background.
You are not prepared.
I was not. I was the farthest from being prepared right now. I had gears turning in my head and then just all of a sudden, yeah, you had the gears, but they didn't match and you kind of jammed them together and now everything's just breaking and smoking. For some reason, somebody put a hamster in the middle there. And it's just kind of got to be a mess. Oh, dang. You got a lot of gold there. Very nice. Well, I don't think we have enough time either way to do that. But, oh, we've got this. He's starting to believe. Is it a hope? It's a chance. I don't quite know if this is where it's going to lead me where I need to go, but we're definitely going to try. Okay, we got 2 lights. Are any of you fishies? And am I going to die? I really hope that I'm gonna be lucky. And I could try out the stuff with the vessel. Nope. It's done. It doesn't even matter anyways. We messed up. What's gonna kill me first? The supernova or the fish? Take that. Eat the giant power core. That's right. Okay. I gotta memorize the path in order. I gotta memorize the path over to the vessel before going into this. I can't just go and be like, all right, because we don't have enough time to go in, shoot our camera into the hole, so we can go and find out where the vessel is. The path is the same every single time, I believe. So I think we are going to call it here tonight. We'll be back on Monday with Outer Wilds. Possibly, maybe even, I'm thinking maybe, like I said, we've got an end in sight. We've got some ideas. It might be finished next week, depending on how well we do and, you know, how well the hamster's working. But what I think my game plan is going to be, I got to figure out how to exactly get to the vessel each time. So maybe we'll do like a test run or two just to memorize the path that we've got. Unfortunately, I thought the warp core needed to be overcharged, and it probably does need to be overcharged. But we got to figure out geometry on that. We can't just shove something into a hole and hope it fits. It doesn't work that way. After that, we still haven't tried the code thing that I was going to try, because look, we had those 3 symbols there. I don't know if that's going to work on top of it too. And then we also have statues, and then possibly figuring out how to make the sand planet go a little bit faster. So, and also the launch module, which is the blue orb thing. And then also getting to the witness. Or not the witness, or is it the witness? You know, the eye in the sky. But that could all go very quick depending on how things go. So, got a game plan. We'll go from there. You should make sense of what's generally happening and how it's all connected. Yeah, and I think that's another thing that we'll do too. Is that I think we'll sit down. I'm going to read through the list and just really make sure that I know exactly what's happening. Because I have like an 80% idea of what's going down, but I want to really make sure that I remember why the Nomai created the Ash Twin project, instead of just saying, okay, I understand what they're doing with the Ash Twin project, but not why they're going through with it. Make a video of it? Yeah, I definitely will. I will make a video of it. That's a very good point. I know typically I go ahead and just... I have everything going up on YouTube right now too at the same time, so like these streams are going through with it. But I could also just go ahead and just... I want to enjoy your suffering. Thanks. You will enjoy my suffering, don't you worry, because there's plenty more to go through with this. I am going to be crying at the end of this. Either tears of joy or tears of, I can't believe I had to do that. So, but, yeah. We've got a game plan. We'll see how it goes down next week. But thank you everybody for stopping on by today. I do appreciate it. I hope you did enjoy stream today. I'm going to see if there's anybody that I can raid out to. But I've been enjoying this game. I hope you've been enjoying it with me. It really is something special. And I know it's a lot of puzzles and everything, but just like the music, the atmosphere, just the story in general, it's been great so far. And I do not regret a single moment of going through with all of it. What do we got? I don't know if I can raid out the Joeys, but we're going to try to raid out the Joeys. Last time I had an issue, and it wasn't letting me, but we'll see. Boo, start raid. Ooh, it's working. All right. Gonna go ahead and raid out to Joey's. He's a great guy. They're currently playing Warhammer 40K, so I don't know if that's your thing, but stop on in, say hello. I hope you have a good night. We'll be back on Monday at 8 p.m. or not 8 p.m. 7 p.m. EST in order to continue with Outer Wilds. Hopefully, try to go and figure out some more of the puzzles. And I mean, we're making good progress. But yeah, I hope you'll have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.